Not directly on the open, but like once they've potentially maybe shook out people with like the liquidation squeeze. That's what I'm looking for. I'm being dead serious. I seriously believe like if you waited a little bit for like a little liquidation dump and you weren't scared and you bought a call right now on this open, not literally at 9:30, but you bought a call like somewhere with the next 15 to 20 minutes or so, and you just decided to just blindly hold and you decided to take a base hit of 10 to 15% or so, that you can make a 10 or 15% based off of whatever position that you're in. I'm being dead serious. I promise you. Because they didn't even like shit the bed like how I thought that they would. Like they're just dumping us just to dump this. Timestamp 9:29. Don't be surprised if on the open they give you a flash jump candle on the liquidation guide body candle, and then they come up over here and they take out 28,806. This is the first zone that they're probably going to target on a potential bounce. You need to watch out for that. This is going to be the first gravitational magnet on gap fill Thursday. Hold on. Let me turn on my news wire. Watch out. The most dangerous thing you can do right now is short this, and what I would not do is short this. The absolute most dangerous thing you can do right now is short this, and what I would not do right now is short this. Please understand that. This is the liquidation squeeze lower that I was talking about initially on the open in order to shake people out. We need to look over here and we need to come over here and we need to start filling out where the gaps are. They just filled the gap from 721. They just dumped below it. They dumped below it, but then they created a gap over here lower. We need to come over here on a 15-minute time frame. Well, honestly speaking, we can do it on a 1-minute time frame, and we need to put an alert over here at 7-4. Look at where they closed the market at. Crossing up, and then the message needs to be gap fill. Gap fill 7/23. Crossing up here. Because there's a gap fill there. They just filled the gap from yesterday, and we just swept all of the lows in one swoop. We are still an intraday and multi-day sell-side delivery program model. We are still an intraday and multi-day sell-side delivery program model. I repeat, we are still an intraday and multi-day sell-side delivery model. That's why the market shit the bed, okay? You need to watch out for them to potentially bounce this market and come up over here into this 804 that I was telling you about. Don't believe that. I think that was fake, and I think that the most dangerous thing that you can do is still short this. Please understand what I just told you. I think that these people got business to go higher. I think that they're about to go up here into this damn 804 region. I think that they got business to go higher and not lower. They want to come up here to 804 and then bounce this market. I'm trying to get my account set up first. How many ticks is it from here to here? You need to watch out. I'm going to wait at least 2 to 3 minutes for market stability potentially. Either that, or I can start scaling into this. I never really trade this early like this. But 300 ticks on this, 300 ticks on one contract is $150. So I'm gonna long this right over here on one contract, and I'm gonna start building into this for a potential bounce play. I'm gonna go one contract in, and I'm gonna start building into this for like a potential bounce play for them to come up over here and tag this liquidity here higher. If they continuously just dump this with reckless abandon, I'm gonna be adding one contract in every 200 to 300 ticks that they go lower for a better entry for a bounce on this. I'm gonna go one contract in. If they just decide to take this straight to this TP without allowing me to enter off of this gap fill Thursday play, then what's going to happen is then I'll just make $150 and then I'll be done off these accounts for the day off of one contract. So my target up here is this gap fill Thursday play up here above for like $150 off one contract. Okay. If they dump this and keep dumping this with reckless abandon, every 200 ticks, I'm going to add one more contract lower. This is a gap fill Thursday reversal play that I'm playing right now on the open. I'll finish getting set up in a minute. I'm still trying to get set up. Give me a second. Holy shit! There's a 30-point volume balance here lower. They're going to come back and they're going to come back for that. There's a 30-point volume balance over on this Qs. They're going to come back for this and they're going to dump this. There's a 30 over here on the Qs. Let me make sure the volume's up for the Discord so everybody can talk. Okay, good. Look at that market bounce. They left a 30 in their wake. But I'm only in one contract, so if they dump it, then it just is what it is, okay? There's a 30 over here. You need to watch out for that. They're bouncing this market now. Honestly speaking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of that because it's a 30, and I'm going to just take $63 on this play right now because there's a 30, and that's the largest one in like 2 to 3 weeks that I've seen. And so even on one contract, if they decide to come here, then they decide to come here. And then I'll probably short the reversal, honestly speaking. Okay, so there's a 30 right there that they just left behind in their wake. I'm going to still trust my analysis even though I'm in one contract. Honestly speaking, I really should have held on to this because it was just one, but it is what it is. Okay, this is a gap fill Thursday play to the upside, and I think they're ready to take out this high over here, this 801. Okay. They banned the live stream again. There's a 30-point volume balance that they left in their wake here. The indicator says so. They're trying to bounce this market, but there's a 30 right here. Watch out for that. Shit. Market's so goddamn bullish, they don't even want to go there. They're about to go straight there, goddammit. Literally straight there. Literally straight there in a straight line. They're about to go there right now. I'm gonna loan this on 2 contracts, and I'm gonna try and take out this high over here on 2 contracts to try and get 100 ticks to the upside off of this move here. This is just a straight liquidation squeeze. Screw that 30-point volume balance. I just want to see them pop this high over here. I'm in 2, and I want to see them take out this high over here with the same TP in mind up here. This is bullish up the goddamn chain. Wow.
Order filled.
Okay. So I basically still got the same exact thing. So I was in 1 and I still basically got the same thing. So I made a lapse in judgment by cutting the trade slightly early, trying trying to play this 30-point volume balance over here, trying to rinse and repeat it. But then once I saw that they were getting ready to take out that high that I alerted everybody to inside Discord, then I just re-entered and I just doubled the size and I got what I were, and I got what I was originally getting ready to get anyway in the first place. Okay. Okay, so they just popped that high that I was telling you about that they were originally going to go to, and now they're getting ready to probably try and target this 30-point volume balance over that they left in their wake. You need to have been out whenever we popped that high. Let me check the messages inside the Discord. Thursday is my favorite day to trade because if they gap it down, then I can, then I know for a fact I can get at least probably 1 to 2 base hits. If they gap it up, then I know I can get 1 to 2 base hits. I don't wait for that pullback. They decided to go there in a straight line. I held with 3 contracts still in. Yeah. What was the first alert on? Yes. What you mean? Buenos dias. I'm about to try the 15-minute order start on open. Good morning, family. I don't need a bid. I need a good day. Love you guys. Yep. You never see me trade this early in the morning like this, but they laid the cheese right over here with this flat zone hovering directly above a 15-minute SIBI like this, and they gapped it down like this, and did this liquidation squeeze on a gap fill Thursday. We played this perfectly. Okay, so they laid the cheese with that. Honestly speaking, they did. There's a 30-point volume balance lower, so you need to watch out for that now. You've been warned. They just bounced this marker from 693 to 697. They're still trying to go higher. I don't give a damn about that 30-point volume balance. They're going to have to go lower and then activate it for me. It's gap fill Thursday. Gap fill Thursday is more powerful than a 30-point volume balance even. That's why they're squeezing us up inside the zone. I told you this move over here was fake. That move was fake this entire time. It was fake. It was fake this entire time. Good morning, Phantom. How are you doing, sir? Hanging in there, sir. Yeah. Okay, good. Good to hear. This is a test for the audio clarity coming through the microphone. Look at that liquidation squeeze. This is the power of a gap fill Thursday gravitational pull. I told you that shorting it was the most dangerous thing you can do, and what I would not do is short that, and look what they did ever since I said that on this candle. You don't ever do something like that. I told you directly what to do if you were inside this Discord. This morning I told you what you can do in order to, minimum, if you bought a call, you would be up minimum 15% right now, 15 to 20% at least. I told you. I told you that's free money, okay? It's very rare that I give options calls or anything like that. It's very rare I do something like that. But I told you what they was probably getting ready to do. They're bouncing this market. They want to go higher, not lower. I don't even think they go back for that 30. I think they just leave that there. This is bullish and not bearish. They want to go higher and not lower. You don't short this. There is no pullback. It will not exist. Hit my daily goal. Keeping it simple until my TPT funded activated tomorrow. Good job, Zero. Guys, listen, it's very rare that I say I'm going to be on and you see me take a trade at 9:33 a.m. in the morning. I think that this was the easiest. This right here was clearly the easiest setup of the entire week. There's absolutely zero debate. This was clearly the easiest setup of the entire week. There was nothing easier than this. This was a gap down and a liquidation squeeze and raid the entire morning into a gap fill Thursday. There's nothing easier than this. There was no. If you were inside this Discord at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning and you were prepared, there was nothing easier than this. This is why you show up to that meeting, because you don't know what can happen. They could very well print something to where I could be like, bro, this is just easy, ridiculous money. I never start trading before 10 o'clock. But this is just ridiculous. There was nothing easier than this. I'm already at my profit target, honestly speaking. I mean, like, I might take one more trade off like one micro in order to get over like the psychological hold number like 150. But honestly speaking, there was nothing easier than this. I'm being 150% honest and transparent with you. There was nothing easier than this. Good job, Jesse. You need to be cautious with that, bro. You're up 600 ticks. I would start to potentially TP out now. This was a liquidation squeezing rate and it just tagged into multiple 15-minute sippies. I think, Jay, I honestly think that that's good enough right now. I'm being honest with you. Well, yeah, bro, you're up 620 ticks. If it's good enough for a screenshot, it's good enough to fully TP out. You're up 620 ticks and the market's still bearish. They're about to pull us back. I'm being honest with you. They're about to pull us back and they're about to give up some of this move. I scaled out, E. I'm calling it. Okay, good. You calling it as in like you cutting it completely up 630, 640 ticks from that call out? Or you just letting it ride, God knows, into oblivion? If it was me, I like to have as much money in my pocket as possible, stress free. I would have cut it. Right now, like 60 seconds ago is when I would have cut it. Absolutely. I would have cut that 100%. That was a great gap fill Thursday call. We need to have been ready to go. Everyone should have been reading our pre-market trading plan. It was clear as day. Taking it and running. Good job. There's a 12-point volume balance over here lower on the QQQ. They're getting ready to headhunt this 12-point volume balance after they just liquidation squeezed out everybody. I held from 6 a.m., bro. It would have held till 8:30. Oh, my God. You need to watch out. They just liquidation squeezed this in a raid. There's a 12-point volume balance here lower that they're about to potentially try and headhunt here. I'm going to short this on one contract trying to target this. You said what? 35 below or above? Speak louder. Above or below? Above. What was going now? Okay, good. Okay. They filled it like a fat hog. You got to run off like a fat hog for sure. They're goofing around towards this 12-point volume balance, but if you short this, you're going against a gap fill Thursday model, so it is kind of dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna short this on one contract, and I'm gonna try and get 80 ticks to the downside off this, and I'm gonna try and get toward, and I'm gonna try and use a 12-point volume balance to potentially think that they're getting ready to dump this to go lower off of this. And I'm gonna just do one contract. I'm gonna try and get 80 ticks to the downside. Buy stop.
Order submitted.
Look at how bullish this is.
Order canceled.
They still about to dump it towards the zone. They're about to dump this. This is bearish and not bullish. That would have been 80. That would have been my 80 ticks, you know.
Order filled.
Holy shit. Holy shit. As soon as I pressed the fucking button, I've never had a trade TP out that fast. Holy shit. Did you just see that? Did you just see them fill that? Did you see? Holy shit. Did you just see them fill that 11 just now? How fast that was? Holy shite. I've never seen something like that move that fast. Holy shit. It's literally like it couldn't even TP out, literally like it was faster than instant pass because it couldn't even figure out the fucking TP shit. It couldn't even TP me out fast enough. That was ridiculous. As soon as I pressed it, it was like instantaneous. That was ridiculous. Okay, I'm at my profit target. I'm about 180 for the day. No more. Yeah, they're getting ready to come back over here for this 30-point volume balance that I've been telling you about now. They've activated this magnet. They want to dump the entire market and come back for this 30. I should have held, but hey, they're getting ready to come back right now for this 30. Any bounce, don't believe it. Because why? Because they've activated this magnet. They're so like they need to stop here and they need to stop here and shot it straight up. They're getting ready to come back for this 30 that I was telling you about. You need to have this indicator on your chart. They're getting ready to come back over here for this 30-point volume balance that I was telling you about from Discord. See that? You see that? Don't believe any bounce. I don't believe it. I think they're getting ready to dump it past the zone. That right there is exactly why I told Jay to get out of that trade. They're getting ready to yeet this to this floor and then come back for this 30-point volume balance. This is the largest volume balance we've seen all month. Why would they not come back for this? You see that? That is the largest volume balance that they've displayed all month. They're going to dump it past this floor. Until proven otherwise, I don't think they're just going to be leaving 30-point volume balances behind anymore. If they bounce it, I think it's a gift to short. But you need to be cautious, though. Don't be oversized now. They're going instantaneously to these locations. We're back in negative HVL, it appears. So as you can tell, they're teleporting 120 ticks in mere seconds. This is negative HVL. This is even super deep. This is just negative HVL. The market is not this market does not have the same behavior pattern as it did the last 2 days ago in positive. We're hovering between positive and negative. This is negative HVL now. Please understand that. Please understand this is negative HVL, okay? So this is completely different than what we was going through before, okay? So please understand that now. They want to dump and they want to target this. I told you, any bounce was fake. They're getting ready to come over here and yeet this to the floor and target this 30. They've left this behind in their wake. This is a 30. Watch them eat this 30 up. You'll see it. 28, 18, 15. 15, 14, 11. Look at them eat it up in real time. Look. They reduced it to an 11 now. To a measly 11. I still don't believe it. If you're trying to get every single tick off of this move, God bless you. 10, 6, 4, 1, which is a nothing now. 0 filled. They gave up the entire move to come back for that 30. And they just filled that 30 just now. They filled all of the volume imbalance to the tune of 100% that they left in their wake. This indicator is absolutely insane. You need to have this on your charts because you never would have known that was there. That's impossible. You would not have known that was there. And if you was just trading by yourself, you probably would have bought this over thinking this was a good pullback to go higher because of a gap fill Thursday. You would have ignored that 30 and you would have got stopped out and blew the account probably. Just be damn sure for sure if you weren't in here. Now they can bounce this market if they want to. Now I believe a bounce. I'm being dead serious. Like all this is Like all this aside, I'm literally like not even joking. I legitimately like believe it bounced. But I'm at my profit target for the day. I'm up 180 per account. I don't need to do anything crazy. It's 9:53 a.m. in the morning. Can just sit back and relax. And wait for more market structure and better setups to appear. That's what I can do. Wait for better market structure to appear and better setups to appear. Okay, good, fam. Hold on, let me check the message from Discord because I don't have the messages pinned. Two back to back. I feel like Golden State. Good job. You're done for the day. Too easy. It was way too easy. E, how did you know about that volume balance? I couldn't see it. What indicator is that? It's the it's the new indicators that are free and available to all of the students inside of Discord here. It's called the no, I don't have it on this chart because you're not gonna see them on MQ. It's correct. It's called the True Volume Balance Indicator by NQ Insiders right here. And now they're bouncing this market. You need to believe this now. This is this was only bearish to come fill this volume balance, and they filled it to the tick, and they liquidation squeezed it. You see that? Stop thinking that everybody needs to stop thinking that everything is just like a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. They liquidation squeezed this market like this. I mean, they liquidation dumped it like that just to come fill that 30. Then once they fill that 30, now they want to go higher off of the gap fill Thursday model. They want to go higher, not lower. This is serious. I would not be shorting this. We helped one of the students inside here rinse them in both directions. He's done now for the day. No more trades for the day. It's 9:55, and the principal called in and gave everyone an off day today with no homework. Why would we want to? Why would we want to go back to the classroom and work? True volume balance indicator. Sorry, I didn't expect you to say that on TikTok. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, no, they can't access it. You can only access this indicator for free from Discord. So I could show them all they want to. Honestly speaking, I want them to see it. I want them to see how it works. I want them to see us making thousands of dollars off this indicator like this nonstop, and then I want them to go, oh, shoot. Like imagine like if I had that on my chart. That's perfect. 100%. And the price tag is just free once you're inside here. Even if someone messaged me and was like, bro, I don't want to be inside here, I'll pay you $200 right now just to have access to that. I would still decline. I would say no. I would say buy a lifetime membership to the Discord and then get it for free. So blew an account, made $600 on another one. Good job, Native. We shouldn't have blown an account though. This was clear as day. Longing it here to then try and target this and then shorten that 30-point volume balance. But good job though. I'm proud of you. What up, B? What's up, Silly? Okay, guys, listen. They could do anything right now. It's probably best we chill out and it's probably best that we wait. They could do anything right now. Anything is possible, anything is reasonable. Is within the realm of possibility for these people. Man, my profit target for the day. Good job, Native. Way to bounce back. Way to stay resilient. Uh, correct. Look at the size of these candles now. This is the part of the journey where I used to blow up my accounts because what happened was when they switched from negative to positive HVL, I used to trade the same size that I was trading like how it was yesterday. Where like I would be in 40 contracts, trying to get 60 ticks, trying to pray for 40 to 60 ticks off of something like that. And I was thinking I was slick and I would drop down from 30 or 40 down to 10 and I would still blow my account in 60 seconds. This is a completely different environment than where we were at yesterday. Most people will not understand this. This is the power of negative HVL. This is not a coincidence. Look at my journal. Do you see this? Look. They're spawning 300 tick candles out the wazoo. Look at the HVL levels. Look. HVL is at 710 and 0DT is at HVL is at 710 here. Discord can see my whole screen. TikTok cannot, nor can YouTube. SPY HVL is at 750. We are like shit. We're like in deep negative HVL, honestly speaking. That's why the candles are so large. This is why I write this down. If they charged me $2,000 per month, I would pay for this just to read off these numbers. This is a completely different market. Why? Because my profitability would suffer, and I wouldn't make as much money. This indicator right here stops me from doing something foolish, like oversizing. That's why I was in 1 micro. I made $200 off 1 micro per account. I just need to continue to keep on doing this over and over again. I can bring these accounts back from the dead. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think I'm gonna YOLO these accounts no more. Huh? You said what, fam? Exactly. Exactly, fam. Bullish. Bearish at the same time. Who knows what they'll do? I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do nothing. Timestamp 10 o'clock. It's only 10:03. They've done so much and it's 10:03. Well, honestly speaking, they've really done a bunch of nothing. We're at the same spot as we opened up at. They pumped it off the gravitational pull of the gap fill Thursday, dumped it to come fill a 30-point volume balance, and then reswept that low that they just dumped from, and now they're getting ready to go back higher. We keep on bouncing from this 15-minute BISI. You need to not be shorting this. We're in a 15-minute BISI. You don't short that. You don't start a short position in a 15-minute busy. You don't start a short position. Like that's just not advised. Like you better have a really goddamn good reason. Like a 30-point volume balance. That's a very damn good reason. That's like a once in a month occurrence. Outside of that, there's zero excuse. What was I doing? Outside of that, there's zero excuse to start a short position. Instead of a 15-minute busy, of course. Hey, you be trading? Yeah. You see that pin now? See the arrows? Yes. Hmm. I'm sorry. You be teaching? Yes, I do. I instructed the students on the get field Thursday today, and we're all done before 10 o'clock. Well, I got backing off the volume balance and bounced off the 5. Good job, Jay. True volume balance indicator. Sorry, yeah, I didn't say. Oh, okay, he said okay, yeah. Guys, they're just goofing around. They're just going sideways right now. Yeah, yeah. The students inside here trying to are telling you to join in. Like they're inside here paying too. There's a reason. Okay, they want to dump this and go lower. It appears. Man, it's about time to buy some of that damn SpaceX, huh? SpaceX down to 113.39. They want to bleed that SpaceX out. Boy, they not playing about that damn SpaceX, huh? I'm gonna buy some SpaceX. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take a starter position on the SpaceX right now. You, s- you said what? What with SpaceX? Oh, I don't know, but I do know for a fact that I wouldn't bet against Elon or one of his companies being down 50% for too long. Yeah, let me take a look at that. You said Tesla's down 10%. Mm. SpaceX want to shit the bed. Everybody was everybody thought I was crazy when I was like, "Don't, bro, stop rushing to try and buy a stock in price discovery." And the crazy thing about this is like I know that 95% of people are losing money on SpaceX because I know for a fact that the people that just rush to go buy an IPO the moment that it releases, they have like a euphoric feeling to the point to where like they're like, "Man, I'm the smartest person in the world because I bought it on day one." And they were up 20% on day one, and then on day two it started dumping. And so they were like, "Damn, I was just up 20% yesterday. I'm not going to sell only up 12%," and then like it just never went any higher. So like that's how I know for a fact that like it forced them to hold on to the bag. Because if you're a very newbie trader, right, you're not gonna here look. Let me explain this right over here. Like this right over here, you're not gonna do this. What you're not going to do is you're not going to wait on the first day or wait just because everyone wants to wait to see exactly what's going to happen here. So then they bought over here as like it was going up at like let's just say best case scenario like 160, best case scenario like 160, right? The first day they were up 20%. So like they felt really good. Who sells something after the first day? Because why not go like why not hold for 250? Why not hold for 40, 50%, right? And then like the next day they just closed break even. It was only up 5% from there. So they was up like 20, 25%. And so like they was probably thinking, bro, it's only been like a day and a half. Like I might as well just hold. And like it went higher, like it never even went higher than this candle over here. And like it closed lower than where it was even on the second day. Like even after the second day, it closed lower. So then like they were probably thinking, like, bro, like shit, I'll get out whenever we go to like 230. And like they just kept dumping it and like it never went higher. And like they just been bleeding it out nonstop ever since. This right here is how you create generational bag holders. But see, I'm pissed, bro's laughing. But see, look, yeah, generational bag holders. But see, look, here's the deal about this. They're going to bounce this. This earnings report comes out like August the 4th. They're doing this on purpose. This is systematic with the way it's selling out and bleeding out like this. Elon Musk does not care. He doesn't care. This is systematic. This is called price discovery. This is why trading all-time high is so hard because you don't know when the top is going to be and you don't know when the bottom is. Every single person over here bought 150 thinking that 150 was going to be the bottom and it's just in at 112. Buy it now. This is what I tell people all the time. Buy it now, mother effer. And they go, oh, I ain't buying that. I'll wait for 75. That's what they always say. And guess what? $75 is never going to come. They'll probably stop it at like right before it gets to like $100. Like they'll go from like 100 up to like 150 in a straight line, go sideways for like 2 months, wait for another earnings release, and then they'll take this shit to like 250 or 300. That's exactly what they'll do. Can you believe it? This is absolutely incredible. Look at that. We need to watch out and we need to be on alert. They want to dump the SpaceX. And it does not want to go any higher. I just bought $10,000 worth of the SpaceX though, starter position. I just bought it just now. I bought 80 shares. Starter position. Every for every for every $10 to $20 that SpaceX goes lower, I'll buy $10 to $15,000 minimum. If SpaceX flashes 100, for every $10 that goes below 100, I'll buy another 20,000. And I'll just generationally bag hold, and I set a sell order at like 240. I got time to sit here and double and dabble with these people. SpaceX will go higher and it will eclipse that all-time high again. I'm trying to tell you. I love it at 100. Who told you it was going to 100? Why you like it at 100? Why not now? Spooky. I said, yep, I'm buying now. I knew it was going to dump after IPO. Yeah, for sure. It was classic bait and switch. Classic. People will never learn. Like, why would you buy a stock like that on the first day? You have no idea how much higher or lower it's going to go. So you don't know when to sell. If you don't know when to sell, why would you buy something? This is like what I told people. I was like, but if you buy it and if you don't, this is like my exact words though. I told them and I advised them. I said, if you want to buy it right here, right now, though, well, that's correct too. But what I said was, if you don't mind waiting 5 to 10 years, then buy it now because it will go higher than its IPO price. It will go higher. It's SpaceX and it's SpaceX and it's Elon. So it's going to go higher. It's not just going to go lower, just go bankrupt. But if you buy it at 240, 230 and you don't mind waiting 5 years for it to go to 250, 260, or hell, even best case scenario, like let's just say like 300 or so, then guess what? Then who cares if it dumps 50%? Buy it now. But most people cannot depart from a significant large lump sum of money for 4 to 5 years. So I know for a fact that does not apply to them. So why that they're doing that, I have no idea. Yeah. Wow. Impressive, sir. I think they'll drive it down to that price, but I did buy some now. I just bought some just now too. On God, I'll sit here and I'll wait. I swear to God, I will sit here and I will wait, and then if they dump it another 15, 20%, I would then double the position, and I will continuously keep on doubling the position for every 10% that they keep dumping it, and then like, and then like, and like that's how you trade like the banks, and like because the banks buy something at an insane discount where they know for a fact it's going to go higher because they have unlimited amounts of time and unlimited resources. Because why? Because people keep putting their money inside of a bank, so they have unlimited resources. So the banks right now are still banks right now are buying SpaceX. So they'll buy SpaceX now, and then like they'll wait even a year or 2 or 3 years, and then like once it starts getting towards the all-time high, then they'll start scaling out. I'm being dead serious. That's exactly what they'll do, and then they'll hold on to and yeah, exactly, exactly. Boy, Banks will hold on to SpaceX for 10 years before it gets to that new high. They got time to blow. They will sit there for 10 years on SpaceX, and SpaceX will go from $100 to $120 up and down for 5 straight years until something crazy happens, like I don't know, like they actually decide to take a trip to Mars and the stock goes to like $1,000 or some shit. They'll do that. Why? Because they've mastered the art of staying consistent longer than their own impatience. Humans and individual people have not mastered that yet. Be on alert. They're going sideways right now and they're just destroying people. Buy Doge to the moon. Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember that bullshit. Jay from Texas. I remember that shit. So this little scalp 45 points can't make that much because I'm in that next. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. This volatile is glad I made my $350. Yeah, it's a negative HVL. We're negative HVL now. Completely different market than where it was yesterday. Every single candle is going to be like 200, 300 ticks. Whereas yesterday, bro, we couldn't buy 60 ticks even if we wanted to. They want to go higher. Look at that LR. Look at that market dump. How do I trade multiple accounts at once, bro? Trade copy. Like Dean just said from Discord, his member Discord. Can you explain that more? This volatile is for glad I made my through. Can you explain that more? What you mean? Explain one more. You've been watching, TBO. You've been with us for a while. What you mean? You don't understand negative HVL yet? Well, you know, well you've been at least watching the live streams for a while. It's a negative HVL. What you mean? But don't you understand? It's negative HVL. Here. Like that. Here. See this? This is what's going on here. Read this. Oh, not that. Read this. Read this right over here that I have highlighted here. I'll expand it for you to read. Wait, nope, not that. Wait, I'm sorry, not that. That was Gap Thursday. That's what I meant to say here. Earnings season is back. Well, that was negative HVL. Earnings. I'm sorry. Let me not because I'm on my laptop. I was doing something. Earnings season is back. On any given day, post market, we can instantly be up 2% on the close or down. Tesla and Google report tomorrow after hours. Don't be surprised if they target blah blah blah, then do ungodly amounts of time distortion to position themselves for the earning release. I can't send any predictions each day during New York session. Each day during New York session is a new puzzle to unravel. The market structure tells us what to do, and our best chance of blah 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 blah. So yeah, so Tesla and Google reported earnings. That's why we dumped the. It's gap fill Thursday, so they shut it up. But I said I don't think that they come up here and fill this gap today. I said that in a pre-market meeting, and I said the market is at a critical point. We have no news drivers again tomorrow, so expect more time distortion. Blah 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 blah. So yeah. So they use the Google and Tesla earnings in order to dump the market. And here it is right over here. You see the HVL level right over here is at 710. HVL level is at 710. HVL level for SPY is 750, and the HVL for the SPX is at 75.25. We're in deep negative HVL right now. That's why every single candle is 300 ticks or more. It's not the same exact market. This was the last piece of the pie. This was the last piece of the puzzle that I had to unravel in order to seriously begin to understand position sizing. So I let all of the students know whenever we're in negative or positive HVL, so that they can position accordingly, so that they don't jump into the market and start trading the same size that they were earlier, because you'll blow your accounts instantaneously. In negative HVL, buy orders are being met with buy orders and sell orders are being met with sell orders. That's why you get precipitation like this through the floor. You see this? That's why when the algo switch to a sell side delivery program model, they'll sell it off 600 ticks with no pullback. And then they'll bounce it like this up here in a straight line like this and flash it up 600 ticks, 300 ticks like this with no pullback. And then they'll stop it on a dime, and then they'll dump it like this. 1,200 ticks with zero pullback and a liquidation squeeze dump at the end. If you don't understand that we're a negative HVL, you'll get caught up in moves like this and you'll blow up your account. You need to understand what that is in order to, for me, honestly speaking, in order for me to understand how, like, okay, is the market upset today? How do I need to be stepping around this guy? Maybe I should just be chilling out. Maybe dad had a bad day at work today. Maybe I shouldn't ask if I should, ask him for, $100 to go grocery shopping. I mean, to go shopping with my homeboys today. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. Like that. You know what I'm saying? It's it's like knowing, it's like as Fana would say, KYP, know your personnel. The HVL levels allows me to KYP, know my personnel, and how how I should approach the market on this given day. Thursday is my favorite day to trade because you almost know exactly how to make money. There was no reason as to why you should not have bought a call on that liquidation squeeze and dump, and instead of TP at like 15 to 20% on that open. I said that in the pre-market meeting this morning. So you should have had that up and ready to go. And if you didn't, then you can be in the pre-market meeting again tomorrow to be prepared. You never see me take a trade before 10 o'clock. We were prepared for this entire move this morning from inside Discord, and everybody made money. So now we're just sitting over here chilling through this weird ass time distortion as I try and figure out where my $24,000 Apex payout is. I got $30,000 in Apex payouts pending, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on with that. I'm literally not even joking. I requested $12K on the 9th. I requested another $12K on like the 13th or something like that, and I got another $6K payout that I was eligible for yesterday. But however, they won't let me request until they approve my account. So I don't know what the hell is going on with these people. This is absolutely ridiculous. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm avoiding this weird ass chop and this weird ass time distortion. They're just goofing around right now. They're just meandering. What's going on with that SpaceX? They're just meandering right now, and I think they're goofing around, and they probably want to go lower. But I don't think that they're seriously going to bounce this market and do a full-blown gap fill Thursday to turn this market green. The reason why I'm personally saying that is because Meta is down 3.5%. Meta is down 3.5%. Microsoft is down 2%. Nvidia, which is the god of them all, is down 2%. Apple is down 1%. Who cares about Adobe? Tesla is down 14%, and Google is down 7.5%, going on 8%. And Amazon is down 5%. Every mega cap is red or deep red. And so I don't think that they're going to overcome that. And I think that today is going to be the 18% chance that they do not fill this gap today. That's just what I think in my brain. That's just what my brain is telling me right now. Okay? But however, you can still use the gravitational pull of something in order to take a base hit and to make money off of. And that's what we did over here in order to target the nearest draw on liquidity. That was a high probable success, which was this high over here being popped. The students inside of Discord decided to take that same exact trade, and this is exactly what it was, and they scaled out. Over here, for example, I'll show you. Here it is right over here. So for anyone that's new, this right here is exactly what happened. Well, yesterday, we scrolled down. They said, good morning, cut longs, 8 minutes into market open. Silent says, so Silent took the long, hit my daily goal, keeping it simple today until my TBT funded or activated tomorrow. Zero says, and then Jay took the long with me over here at 9:30. And he was up 620 ticks. So we were done. Because, hey, that's a lie. No one's out there doing that. That's a lie. You're trying to scam people? That's impossible. You're trying to scam me on my $59, man, per month. Per month. Yeah, you. So you're not doing that inside there. You didn't call that out. Because you know why? Because all those people that are rejoicing and are giving these heartfelt testimonies, they're scammers. They're all out to get me. That's what, not you, Lavish, but I'm just saying, like, I promise you someone listening to this live stream right now is thinking that. Up 290 from last night's dump. No trading from me. He's exercising discipline because he's up $300. So he's keeping it very simple. What's this? Sean bought as well, and he was up. I scaled out. I'm calling it, absolutely taking it and running. And then he double rinsed him right over here. Sean did back to back because he shorted into a 30-point volume balance here lower. So that's just what we got right now. So as it stands right now, I'm unsure what they have going on. I just see that they're really just like goofing around, just meandering. But I don't think they come up there and fill that gap. Not with all of those mega caps red. I think that's a pipe's dream. But however, But however, I figured that if they bled it out, that they could at least give us 700 ticks like this to the upside. And this right over here is a shining example and as to why a mentor is needed. Because because I can't tell you what trade to take, but I can tell you what's more likely going to happen, right? For example, this is a lesson for all of the students inside here. For example, Jay from Texas, Jay was up. He says, I held it with 3 contracts. He says that he's still in. You can see that he's still in this trade over here at 937. The time step is 937. The market's squeezing higher, right? I told him to sell right over here on this exact candle. And I'm going to show you what candle I told him to sell on. And I said, bro, I wouldn't risk that, bro. They're getting ready to pull us back. Like, I think it's just best that you just take everything and you just call it a day. And he says, I'm calling it. I said, how are you calling it? Are you getting ready to get out fully? What are you getting ready to do? He says, absolutely. He says, I'm taking it and I'm running it. And just says, like a fat hog. Okay, great. That was at 9:44 exactly on the dot. I told him 2 minutes before that. I told him about like 9:41. Let's see exactly when that was. Look, that was 9:44. He said he got out. Look at the timestamp on that candle. Look. The last green candle up there above was 9:43. Look, see that? That right there is exactly what I'm talking about. He sold right over here at this top. Because I told him, I was like, bro, I think they're getting ready to pull us back. So now I started shorting it. I shorted it here and I got to break even. I reshorted it here and then they took it instantaneously to the TP. Look at that God body. They just banned the live stream just now. I haven't done anything. Look at the size. That is a God body. Oh my God. That is a 400 tick candle in 15 seconds from the low. Are you kidding me? They couldn't even do that at all yesterday. This is what I'm talking about when I say, and look, they're about to give it all up. This is what I'm talking about whenever I say deep negative HVL. Because if you're trading on your normal size, you will absolutely blow up your goddamn account. You will blow up your goddamn account, but they're about to bounce this. Because they're not going to do no God body like that and just give this all up like this. They're about to bounce this. Wow. That is remarkable. Right. Guys, TikTok keeps on banning the live stream. So if you want a clearer live stream, like a more clear live stream, you're going to have to go on YouTube. Either that or you're going to have to watch on X, but there's a 1 minute latency delay on X. Either that or you're going to have to be inside Discord where there's 0 interruptions and 0 voice discrepancies or anything like that as far as that's concerned. Okay. What's the YouTube? The YouTube is same, NQ Insider. I'm live right now on YouTube. Guys, because I'm going to keep on tinkering with this and trying to figure this thing out. So I'm going to have to keep on ending the live stream and restarting the live stream, try and figure out what it is that they're banning and what it is that they're not banning. So until I figure that out completely, like the live streams are going to randomly just keep stopping and ending. So I apologize for that. But if you want to get around that, then be inside Discord. If you don't, then I would just watch it on the YouTube. There's multiple platforms, and I'm not trying to push you to join the Discord, but I mean, it is what it is. Discord doesn't have to worry about that, and I won't be announcing it. Like I'll randomly just end the live stream because they keep on banning it. I'm trying to figure out why, what's going on. All right, guys. Might do a giveaway today, maybe tomorrow. Apex send me this money, I'll do a giveaway. All right, guys, hold on. Look at that. They give up that whole goddamn move just now. Fuck what I'm talking about. They give up that whole goddamn move. That 1 minute Bissy is hanging on by a damn thread. Look at that. Look at them give up this whole move here. Green across 5 accounts. Good job, Phantom. What are those, evals, Phantom, or fundeds? Okay, good. We stack some days. They give up that whole move. Can you believe that? Okay. They just gave up that whole goddamn move. Bro, Apex is the worst whenever it comes to payouts. Hey, Zero. Is Zero still in here? Zero, you need to let us know if that thing hits your account, bro, because I'm waiting on my money. I'm waiting on my money, bro. So if your shit hits your account before mine, then I know something's wrong. So like that's why I'm asking you. Okay, yeah, because I know for a fact that you're gonna get your money. I know that for a fact. So when your shit hits your account, then I know something's wrong. See what I'm saying? So I'm using deductive logic because I requested almost a week before yours. And I'll let you know. And this time I'll let everyone know whenever it hits my accounts. Google down 8%. Might want to be done here, Sean. I don't I don't know the contract size or the position size that you're taking it. But but 3 or 4 trades, 3 or 4 winning trades in a day is more than enough in order for you to walk away, guys. Because We need to ask ourselves this question. Logically speaking, if you take 3 or 4 trades in a day, if you are green 4 times in a row and you have not lost after taking 4 trades, you are 100%. You have a 100% win rate that day. That means that even if you lose your next trade, you still have an 80% win rate. But most people don't walk away scot-free after losing their 5th trade. What happens is they blow up their account on their 5th trade. Or they take such a loss on their 5th trade where they gave up everything that they just had before. And now they're forced to try and trade again on tilt. This is something that, like, I don't think that I've explained it like this in this way before. You need to be listening in regards to what I'm saying right now, because this may solve an issue or a dilemma that you may personally be facing. If you logically, any reasonable trader would kill to have an 80% win rate. So even if you lose on your 5th time, you're still a good trader. But see, your risk management and your inability in order to walk away is the part that destroys you. Please listen in regards to what I'm trying to tell you, and close your eyes and imagine what I'm telling you right now. This is the part that I corrected in my trading journey that took my profitability to the next level, that most traders don't even realize what they're doing. Why? Because someone needs to point it out to you. Guys, even if you take 3 trades and you lose on your 4th one, you are still a good trader. You have a 75% win rate that day. Do you understand that? Do you understand that the best traders in the world win like 50 to 60% of the time? But see, your risk management is off and you're all or nothing, and you gave up all of the profits. And that's the problem. So if you take 3 or 4 trades in that day and you are green, you need to be walking away. Either that, or you need to adjust, or either that, or the other solution is that you need to adjust your win rate. I'm sorry, not your win rate. You need to adjust either your position sizing or your profit factor, whatever that is, tomato, whatever the hell it is, to the point to where you are content with winning after 2 or 3 or at the most 4 trades. Yes. If you cannot, guys, this is a broadcast to everybody. If you cannot be content after winning 2 to 3 trades, you are doing something wrong. Something is wrong with your strategy is not in alignment with your profit factor or the amount that you're profiting when you TP. If you take 2 or 3 solid trades, hell, even if they go halfway to the TP, if you take 3 trades halfway to the TP and you are still not even content, even after scaling out, something is wrong with your trading strategy, and you need to go. I'm sorry, something is wrong with your strategy, and you need to go back to the drawing board. Please listen to what I just told you. That is a 100% fact. You cannot argue with that. Because even if you took 2 micros for 150 ticks, twice, that would be $300 that day. If you just took 2 micros 3 times for 150 ticks, that'd be $450. If you just did $300 for 6 or 7 days, you would get a max payout on 2 micros. And as to why people try and do anything is just confusing me. Okay, I'm gonna work that out. That's just confusing to me. Look at that market want to dump. They want to go lower and not higher. Market down 2%. SpaceX shit in the bed. SpaceX down 4%. They want to dump that SpaceX. Yes. Yeah. Gold signals available. Link in bio. Already blocked that guy. Okay. Timestamp 10:44. I think they're just goofing around and meandering. That's what my brain's telling me. My brain's telling me that I probably shouldn't test them. And I probably shouldn't give up my profits potentially. That I should live to fight another day. And that my brain's telling me that I should stack 10 of these days together and then be eligible for the payout and dig myself out of that hole because I took 2 losses in a row on this particular set of accounts. That's what my brain's telling me right now. What do you use to trade? Liquidity, discretionary ICT, and liquidity. I'm not sure if that answers your question, but that is the truth. There's nothing on this chart but FEGs. Everything that you're looking at is nothing more than just FEGs. There's nothing hidden on this chart. It's just FEGs. Um, Today was a good day. Mm. They're goofing around and going lower. They don't want to go higher. That gravitational pull I got for Thursday, that was it. That was all that they had in them. I would not be buying calls. I would not be buying calls, not with Google down 8%. And damn sure not with that NVIDIA down. And with Tesla's small sheep. But Tesla's down 14%. I would not be goofing around with that. They wanted to dump. Microsoft, all of the mega caps are down. That is not a recipe for a bounce. They need the mega caps to play. The mega caps are not trying to play. Please understand that. Mega caps are not trying to play nicely. They want to dump this to go lower. I don't think they want to go higher. I got back in early, live account. Good job, Kalia. Good job, girl. Proud of you. I'm still holding one MNQ. Good, good. What? What? You in a short? You in a short, Kalia? Yep. Okay, be on alert now. Be on alert now. I would definitely be trailing that because you're going against a gap fill Thursday model. They could still bounce this at any point in time and shake this off. Just be on alert. Since 9 my time. Yeah, just be on alert. Start trailing that because they could bounce this. I trust your analysis, but mm, be on alert. It's gap fill Thursday. So you're going against that model. So they could liquidation squeeze it higher. Remember what they did like 2 Thursdays ago and then 3 Thursdays ago? Where like they manufacture a news release and then liquidation squeeze it to then fill the gap. So I don't want that to go against you and then to hurt you. But again, you are in 1MNQ, but even then, 1MNQ right now tells me that you're up at least minimum $300. I think that $300 on 1MNQ for a cash account is two mins. Okay, yeah, is a solid day's worth of work. $850. Yeah, come on, like Khalil, you up $850. Why would you not close that out right now? Yeah, I want 1,000. You up $850 and it's 10:58 and you're going against a gap fill Thursday model. Let's close that out. It's the same exact thing that I told Jay up there at the top. It's the same exact thing that I told you up there at the top. Where I told Jay from Texas and he was up 600 ticks literally on his candle. He was like, all right, man, I'll close it out. I'm done. He was like, all right, man, I'm going to take the money. And I was like, bro, because I think they get ready to come back against this. I'm telling you the same exact thing. Like, as someone that's been with us for several months that has turned the corner on profitability, I'm not saying that if you held on to this right now that they couldn't go lower like another 200 or 300 ticks, maybe like another 100 points or so. I'm not saying that. 50, 75 points or so. I'm not saying that. But going against a gap fill Thursday model up $850, I don't think that we should make our job that much harder. And I think that we should close that trade out. And I think that we should go enjoy our day and come back to the drawing board again tomorrow. And I think that you did an amazing job today. And I would wash my hands of it and not think nothing twice of it. I'm being honest with you. That's my professional opinion. You did a great job. Bro, what area are you located in? Dope living space. Oh, thank you. I'm in Iran. I'm in Iran. Iran. People say Iran. It's Iran. I'm over here. 25 miles outside the capital. Yeah. You can come visit if you want. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 30 miles outside of Tehran. It's the capital of Iran. A lot of bombings going on around here. So here's the deal. I'll click on your profile. Okay, you're following. Because I was getting ready to say, bro, I'm risking my life, man. The USAF is dropping bombs over head top. So I'm risking my life out here in order to give you this, in order to give you these sound, in order to give you some sound trading. So, if you don't mind, I was gonna say, if you don't mind, give me a little follow. That's all I ask. I ain't gonna ask you to join the Discord. That's up to you. Man, I'm trying to get on that level. Where can I do that? Where I can do that soon. What? Be up closed at $900. Good job, Khalil. You're done. We're done. We're just gonna be hanging out and just chilling, just talking, you and I. Man, I'm trying to get on that level where I can do that soon. Mm-hmm. What? Be over here in Iran, in Tehran? Are you serious? Shit, swap with me. Let me come to America. You Americanos. Got it all good. So I'll trade with you. No, I'm just kidding, bro. This is Atlanta, Georgia. Not live anywhere and just trade. Yeah, man, this is Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I'm just kidding. Nah, to live in. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Yeah, bro. You can do that. You can learn how to do it. Be a part of our community. Sign up for a free 3-day trial. We got students in society that make $20,000, $30,000 a day minimum. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. A lot of them turn profitable after like a month or two. Just 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 go to my socials and you can see all of the proof. You can see what they say. It's not a secret. Kalia is a student. Literally, the student that just commented directly above you is a student and is a member of our community. Proud member of our community. She was not profitable before she joined here. And she literally just closed out a $900 trade on her cash account. $900 on a day on her cash account. She was not profitable before she joined here. That's what I'm saying. She just made $900 today. God knows what she got going on for the rest of the day. It's just 11 o'clock. Every single person here is a millionaire in training. However, every trader is a millionaire in training. You have $1 million briefcase, but you don't know how to open it yet. You don't know how to access the money. That's the goal of a mentor and a guide, to help you figure out what your combination is. You have a unique combination that's separate from everyone else. We need to try and figure out how we can unlock that for you. And then slowly but surely along the way, we will figure that out. We will. As long as you don't give up. I do this every single day at 10 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, on TikTok and on YouTube and on X. 9, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside Discord. We are turning traders into millionaires. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Well, I've only been streaming for a year. Can't claim that. That's up to you to decide. That's why the services are free. And I trade live with zero discrepancy. The only reason why you can't see my P&L right now for how much money I'm up is because TikTok keeps banning the damn live stream. So I had to remove that. I've been streaming for 22 minutes now and they have not banned the live stream. They've only banned it whenever I've been showing my P&L. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I did $600 on a 930 open and buy up. It dropped so much that some retracement was coming. Oh, yeah. Good job. But know why you're in the trade. Know why you're in the trade. Don't just long something and hold something and go, oh, well, I know for a fact that some retracement is coming. They don't have to offer a retracement. And they don't have to ever pull it back. They keep going lower. So know why you're in a trade and have a solid profit target in mind. That's something else that you may need to refine. I'm just being honest with you. And that's I think one of the big reasons why everyone inside here, or why mostly everyone inside here joins our community, is because I will be 100% honest with you. Is because it's only $59 per month to be inside here. I'm not charging $1,500 a month or $2,000 per month. So I'm going to tell you the truth and I'm going to tell you what you need to hear so you can get to where you want to go. If you want to make $20,000 to $30,000 a week like this, minimum, then you're going to have discipline. You're going to have to know these things. You're going to have to put in the work that's required. You're going to have to stay focused and you're going to have to take this craft seriously and you're going to have to treat it like a business. If that's what you want to do. I'm being dead serious. If you just want to show up and if you want to show up and then make, $5,000, $10,000 in like an hour, like how I'm doing from these prop firms, then you're going to have to put some study in it. You're going to have to study for several months. And you're going to have to shadow somebody that's doing that. You're going to have to be hands-on. Okay, 10:13, I'm done now for real. No, you done now. Come on, girl. You're getting greedy. You're getting greedy now. You're getting greedy now. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie now. You're getting greedy. You're asking that devil to dance with that cash account. You just stop. I'm done. Okay, good. Good. I'm about to send it to you. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Looking for buys? Not looking for nothing. I'm already at my profit target for today. I'm just sitting there chilling. I'm trying to see if they're gonna ban this live stream or not, and what I need to do going forward to make sure I don't get banned. I know what I need to do in order for me to make a specific amount of money every single week, and I won't go above that. Whenever you're a student that's inside here, you will make more money than me. I promise you. I'll flash my P&L and I'll show you right now. If you look at your screen before they ban the live stream, I'm up 180, about $200 after commissions per account. I try to make anywhere from $200 to $250 to $300 a day at the absolute most. But I'm doing it across 40 to 50 funded accounts. So you can do the math. So on average, if I make $250 a day, multiply that by 45. It's about minimum about $10,000 to $12,000 a day. Minimum, conservatively of 2 to 3 micros. That's all that I'm looking for on a daily basis. And then it allows me to, if the prop firms are playing nicely, which is Apex, to make about 30 to 40,000 a week. I don't need anything more than that. I will put the goddamn brakes on at $200, and I won't trade anymore, which is like what I'm trying to tell Kalia and other students. Understanding where you're trying to get to and what it takes to get there is very, very important. That is a necessary skill to profitability. Because if I trade anything more and if I make anything more, it's not going to do anything for me. The most I could take out every 2 weeks with one of these prop firms is $1,500. The most I could take out every week is $2,000 with Apex. But I request the minimum amount, but I request it the moment that I'm eligible. So whether or not I'm up $1,100 or $1,500 every week, that's what I request with the Apex. And it also keeps them solid as well. Why? Because if I run up guys, for anyone trading with Apex that's concerned about being moved to a live cash account, guys, if you have 20 funded accounts with Apex, and if you run up 20 funded accounts and you have like a $4,000 or $5,000 balance, like a $5,000 or $6,000 balance, because even if you did everything right and you're making, $700-800 a day, and you have like a $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 balance with Apex, what the hell makes you think that they're not going to ban you and then ban you, which is banning you, and then move you to a live cash account? And a live cash account means that you can only trade $3,000. You forfeit the remaining balance because they know for a fact that you're so past the buffer that the risk to reward to keeping you in a simulated environment is not worth it. So they're going to frame it as though they're moving you to a live cash account, and then they're going to, but in reality they're banning you because they're saying that you can't. They're saying that you're too profitable. But if I keep my account balances close to the minimum and I just keep on taking out the minimum, I could keep on rinsing and repeating it over and over again. I mean, eventually they will move me, but it's a lot less likely. Because I was doing research today and I saw an example of a dude that was getting ready to request a maximum $2,000 payout across 20 accounts, and then they moved him to a live cash account. Because why not move you to a live cash account and put $3,000 in a live cash account and then make you forfeit the remaining balance? Why would they intentionally give you $40,000 so that you can keep on rinsing and repeating those accounts again? They're going to move you to a live account. You don't ever want to go to a live cash account with a prop firm. You don't ever want to do that. You never want to go live with a prop firm. Why? Because why wouldn't you want to take the cash from the prop firm and just trade your own cash account? Why would you want to trade a live cash account with their rules with money that you can't withdraw? See what I'm saying? There is zero incentive with going live versus having your own account. There's zero incentive. You still have to adhere to the prop firm rules, but it's a live account. For sure, it hit a low, which from back on May 6th on the NQ 1 hour chart. So I felt confident on reaction. Okay, good. Man, that's true. Mm-hmm. They want, you see what I'm saying? This right here is where people's RSI fails them. You see this? Because there's a lot of people going, bro, this is a guy by the green candle, and we just been selling off, man. My RSI is telling me that we overbought. I mean, that we oversold. Why we keep going lower? Man, they don't have to bounce nothing. They could keep bleeding this out nonstop, They don't have to bounce this. Look at them bleed this market out down 1,100 ticks in a straight line. Shit. Look at that. Market want to dump. And then randomly, as a relief, they'll give you a God body bounce like this to draw more people, but you don't know when that relief is going to happen. So we need to stop trading going, man, market oversold. It should be about time for a bounce. Ain't no time for no bounce. Or market overbought. Should be about time for a pullback. They don't got to do none of that. Absolutely. The only reason why you would go live on a platform is for ego. What you said made perfect sense, 100%. Prop firms, if you use them correctly, is a money glitch. If you are a profitable trader, if you are a seriously profitable trader with discipline and you take this seriously, trading with prop firms is literally an infinite money glitch. Because for every $1,000 you put in, you can literally like 4 or 5 or 6 extra money. Like consistently, for like forever. There's nothing to stop you other than them saying, hey, we're going to move your money to a live account. They do that as risk management. They're not moving you to a live account because they like you. No, they're taking the money that they already owe you and then they're putting it into a cash account for you to trade. They're taking a fraction of the money that they owe you and they're putting that into a live account and then force you to trade off those rules, and they're saying no more evals because you keep hitting us over the head. They do that to save money. That's exactly what they're doing. Because why not keep you simulated? It's fake money anyway. Why would they move you from a simulated environment to a real cash environment? They don't give a damn about that. They're doing it to save money. Correct. You need to be on alert. They just psychologically flash 690 on the QQQ. You need to be on alert for potential bounce. They just flash a psychological whole number. Be on alert for like a liquidation red dump candle and then like a bounce of liquidation proportions. So coming within like the next five minutes or so. I would not be shorting this. I think right now that one of the most dangerous things you can do right now is to start a short position. And what I would not do right now is start a short position. That's what I said on that open when they bounced it. Please be on alert. Be on alert now. You've been warned. They're goofing around over here at these lows now. And they've been bleeding this out nonstop. Them bouncing us like this would not surprise me. But see, I don't need to trade my Bluehouse accounts. I think that these people about to bounce this goddamn market. I'm being dead serious. That's what my brain's telling me. I'm about to loan this on my Apex accounts right now and try and get 100 ticks to the upside on 2 contracts. These accounts are close to, so yeah. You need to be on hyper alert.
Order filled.
I'm gonna loan this on 2 contracts and I'm gonna try and get 100 ticks to the upside off of my Apex accounts only. I'm going in on a small position right now. There's a 10-point volume balance up here higher that I'm watching, that I'm on high alert for. There's a 10-point volume balance up here higher that they might want to try and retarget up here that they left over here in their wake. It's right over here that the indicator is saying so right over here. You see this? Watch out for this. Watch out for this. There is no first presenter now, so this is kind of dangerous. They could still dump this through this floor. There is no first presenter of this, but I'm going to try and use the gravitational pull of this 10-point volume balance to try and get 100 ticks to the upside off this relief bounce now. Be on alert now. Watch out. Timestamp 11:16. Be on alert. We're a negative HVL, so these candles can move very fast. Watch out. need to be on alert now. The safe thing to do is to wait for a first present. That's what's safe. That's what's safe. Base hit. I'm not trading my Bullnuts accounts. I'm trading my Apex accounts right now. I'm trading 20 funded accounts right now. Base hit to the upside, 100 ticks. Look at them bounce this goddamn market.
Order filled.
Straight to the TP the trade was. Base hit. It took the trade outcome. What market is this? NQ futures. They want to bounce and go higher. There's a 10-point volume balance that they left over here in their wake, and I think that they got business up here at this zone somehow, some way. I think that these people, and I think that they're about to use the gravitational pull of this gap fill Thursday model in order to come up here and fill this 10-point volume balance. Then I think they're going to go lower. But I don't care about that. I'm going to be out before. What's up with that robot? It's making a lot of noise. Watch out. Be on alert. This is serious. Stop goofing around. Hey, does Evon's the best work with FOMC? Yes. Yes, it does. As long as you got that bracket in place and you in 5 seconds shit. With FOMC, I'll probably be not 3 seconds. I'll probably be in 4 seconds before. 5 seconds before. Bracket order in place. It looks like they're about done blowing people's accounts. Maybe relief bounce now. But hey! I thought you said don't guess on a bounce. Why'd you long it then? Well, discretion. But there's a 10-point volume balance there. I figured that they were going to bounce it there. That's why I say it's discretion. But you better trust your discretion. My discretion makes me 30 to 40,000 a week. You need to ask you what your discretion is doing for you. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest with you. You see what I'm saying? So I trust my discretion because when I press this button, I win 90% of the time. And that includes the times where like I lose because of my daily loss limit and like they still go there. So that's included as well. I think they got business to go up here higher to this 10-point volume balance. I think they're goofing around. I think that they got business up here with this 10-point volume balance that they left behind in their wake. This indicator right here is free fall to students that are inside the Discord. You see this? We knew that they were getting ready to dump the market because there was a 30-point volume balance that they left inside their wake. They're getting ready to come over here and fill this. Watch this indicator up in real time whenever they come up here and fill this. We know market direction and where they're going before they go. There's nothing like this on the planet that tells you where they're getting ready to go. Watch this. I swear to God, there's nothing like this on this planet. Watch this. Watch this indicator update in real time whenever they fill this. Chilo right now is inside this trade and he's targeting this 10-point volume balance, but I got out because I'm at my profit target. Watch this. Watch it update in real time right now. This shit is giving me chills right now looking at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch now. Watch. Watch it go from a 10. This is called true volume and balance trading. You get to see where they're getting ready to go before they do it. Look, watch. And this is free to every single student that's inside here. Look, watch this. Look. This is the third time. This is the third time that they've done so today. This is literally the third time that they've done this today. Now, listen. For me personally, I would be out the moment that they got close to it because I wouldn't be greedy. But we can still backtest this just to see exactly what's going to happen. Like right now, I would be scaling out me personally because I wouldn't want to hold all the way through it. Because from where I bought it, they just liquidation squeezed it just now. But hey, because I like to be out conservatively because you can play a volume balance multiple times. So they don't have to go there immediately, but you can play it multiple times. Okay? But there's a 10-point volume balance right there lower. This might just be the pullback in order for them to try and target it. This might just be the reentry. I'm unsure. But I would have been out on that push towards it based off of the current market that we're in. That's just me. All right. So we need to focus on so the reason why I took the trade was the gravitational pull towards this. But I'm not going to, but me personally, like, I don't want to buy here like this and then hold something for me for 400 ticks. Like, especially like just given the current regime, like I don't want to hold like because it gets filled right at the high of this candle here. It gets filled here. Like I don't want to go 400 ticks, but that's just me. Why so? Because if I bought here, my break even would have damn near been eclipsed. And now they're getting ready to go and now they're getting ready to tag it, but without my account. But without the profits. I'd rather see something. So like this is how I trade. So for everyone that's new inside here that just joined Discord or that's new here, for all of the new students inside Discord, because we have several new students within like the last week or so that are understanding my trading style. If I see, look at that dump, see what I'm saying? If I see a 4R trade, like for example, the volume balance gets filled from, like I longed here and the volume balance gets filled here. It gets filled at the top of this candle here because this is the equivalent to the QQQ. I'm looking at it right now on the chart to my left. You can't see it, but I can see it. I'll see a 4R and I'll long it over here and I'll be out at like 1R, which I was out here at the top of this candle. Why? Because it's like a solid base hit. Because I only need 2 or 3 of these a day in order for me to just go on about my business. Even on 2 or 3 micros, that's all that you need. You don't need no more than that. If you long this over here on 3 micros and you did not get out over here when I said to get out over here and you was up 250 ticks, if you took that on just 3 micros and you was up down, let's just say conservatively 220 ticks, that's $330. If you just did that for 5 or 6 days, you would get a maximum payout. And you take that maximum payout and you reinvest that into more accounts, and you can get, if you invest half of that max payout and they get in, let's just say 10 accounts, hell, let's just say even half of that, 5 accounts. And if you do that alone, and let's just say you do that for 5 days and you make 4 days and you make $1,500. $1,500 times 6 is what? Oh, I know that because on my Blue Nuts accounts, that's what I'm doing. It's $9,000. Because I got 6 Blue Nuts accounts that I'm rinsing for $9,000 every 2 weeks. So I don't even got to put that on my calculator because I just got that payout like 2 days ago. So that's $9,000 a week with Apex. You would be making $9,000 every 5 days if you did this. Now, does that mean that you're not gonna lose and you might miss a week's payout? Yeah, but in theory, you have a business that if you stick to that principle, you will like minimum, even if you don't scale up, you'll be making $9,000, almost $10,000 every 5 days, and all you put in was like $500 or $600. So like if you blow up, then you just replace them again. Because you already understand the process. So just do eval instant pass and just get the accounts instantly again. I'm being dead serious. And the reason why I scale out as well is because I don't want to I don't want to have to worry about this shit. Because the market can do whatever the fuck the market want to do. I still think that these people getting ready to come back up here to the zone, but they don't have to feel this. They tried their hardest to come towards it, but then they rejected it. They don't have to come back here now. They can come back here in like another hour, but without your account and without your stop loss. And that's also why you need to protect the trade. So instead of me having an extra $150 in my pocket, I would be at break even because I had to go break even if I would have tried to hold directly to this full-blown TP. And I don't know what they're getting ready to do now. I said I was done for the day, but I saw a 10-point volume balance and a liquidation squeeze over at this bottom. And then they bounced it 300 ticks from where I bought it. So I'll sit here and I'll wait for another opportunity. How do we do so far today, man? We're doing okay. We're hanging in there. Here it is right over here. So I've been live streaming right now for 44 minutes and they have not banned the live stream because I'm not showing my P&L. So I'm figuring out, so unfortunately, guys, here's the deal. If you want to see my live P&L, you're going to have to be inside Discord. If you want to see my entry and my position sizing before I press the button, you have to be inside Discord. or you have to watch on YouTube. YouTube shows my full blown P&L. So YouTube shows my P&L and what I'm thinking before I press, not what I'm thinking, but well, you won't see what I'm thinking before I press the button unless you're inside Discord. Because Discord is instantaneous. YouTube comes with a 10-second latency delay. TikTok comes with an 8-second latency delay. 7 or 8-second latency delay. All right. So your live is not eligible for recommendation. It is restricted. I wonder if it was because I was saying the word YouTube. They didn't ban it until I started saying YouTube, and I started directing people off the platform. I wonder if that's the reason. I wonder if that's the reason, because I was streaming for 44 minutes and they didn't ban it. I wonder if that's the reason. PK shows his P&L all the time. Why did they ban you and not him? Yeah, you have to say YT. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. I'm sorry saying that, Patrick. So, yeah, guys, look, they just banned the live stream again on TikTok. So, I'm gonna keep doing this over, and see, look, here's the deal. So they banned us, like I can show it right now. Here's the deal. So like I took this trade on like my Apex accounts here. So you can see the P&L here, right? Hold on. So, you can see like the active P&L, right? You can see it right over here. Like you can see all of the accounts. So like I loaned it over here on 2 and I got out at like 100 ticks up at the top of this candle. So that's like 26 funded accounts. You can see it here. But but PK trades on like a different brokerage to where like he can see, to where like you can see his total P&L. So I'm trading 26 accounts. I would make it smaller. Like if it was just a singular number, then I think that the algorithm monitoring the live streams would not pick up on it as much. But what it is because I have multiple accounts, like I have to show like my P&L across all of the accounts. See what I'm saying? So it's like, it gives the computer more chance to pick up on it. It gives the computer more chance to like pick up on like numbers in P&L versus it just being one small little static number in the corner. See what I'm saying? So if NinjaTrader had a total P&L to where like I could show the P&L across all of the accounts, I think that would be golden. Like that would be absolutely amazing for real. But they do not, unfortunately. I don't think they do. I gotta look that up. So yeah, I gotta say YT. Here from TikTok, this Swerve. What's up, Swerve? Yeah. But I don't think that there's something that shows my overall like the addition of all of these accounts here. I don't think that there's something that shows that on NinjaTrader because NinjaTrader shows the total P&L for each account. For each account, I think. Yeah. Every time I say YouTube, they ban it. So like slowly but surely, I'm starting to pick up on the tendencies of what's going on. Slowly but surely. Every time I say that word, the ban came. The integrity. Been a rough week. I got out early. Should have had the TP set up higher, at least deeper in that cluster, so the wick would have had me at a winning day. But it's exactly what you're talking about now. Correct. Who loaned that? Chill, yes, yeah. Chilo loaned that. He put a stop at break even. They came back for it, obviously. Wait, no, did he get out? 573? Oh my God, he missed it by a few freaking ticks. Oh my God. They missed that by a few freaking ticks, bro. You kidding me, Chilo? Are you kidding me, bro? They stopped at 560. Oh my God. That's sick, bro. Oh, you got out? Oh, I just read that. I'm reading it now. He got out. Shit, I didn't realize I accidentally did deafen. Did you answer the answer about if Eval Instapass works on FOMC? Yeah, I did. Yes, it does. But I said that you better enter and make sure that you're instead of 3 seconds in, make sure you're about 4 seconds in before the release. 4 to 5 seconds in before the release. No more than 5. Make sure that bracket order is in place. I don't know when the next FOMC is. I gotta look it up. I got out early. Okay, good job. Been a rough week. Blew one funded yesterday. After today, won $400 away, and the other 3 about $500 away. I think I'm gonna call here and not take any more trades for the day unless something crazy presents itself. Correct. I would say knowing I have these payouts coming in and knowing what I did wrong with these trades for once, not to down beat over a red day. Correct. Especially being 3 red days in a row. Yeah, that's very rare. You need to figure out why you're having 3 red days in a row. Now, the last 2 days was crazy, J Walk. But you need to figure out why you were red today. Why were you red today? Just need a couple extra drops back in these buckets with a bunch more. Correct. You need to downsize like 2 to 3 micros, and you need to hit like, multiple bangers on like 120, 150, like 110, 120, 110, 120 ticks. And anyone know how long Apex usually takes to deposit them? Got approved for the payout the 9th. It still ain't hit yet. Oh, you got okay, good. This is perfect, J Walk. Perfect. So you got approved for your payout on the 9th. So did I. When your shit hits your account, you let me know, bro. I'm being dead serious, J Walk. Cause my shit, bro. Cause I'm waiting on my shit too. I just said, bro. I just submitted a ticket. I got 30 bands in the air with them. I'm not even joking. Just had my worst day in 2 months or so, my dog. Bad days will come, correct. I could have done a better job minimizing it and not letting myself oversize on a few TPTs. Ain't nothing but having bad days. Except that, Cole, one of the worst things that you can do is oversize a negative HVL. That's bad. Correct. The payouts will get you through it. But what it is before what it is though is before before you spend that money, you need to already allocate a specific portion in your brain to the fact that, hey, when I do lose, this money is going to go towards that. If you do not, the losses are going to hurt more. I don't care if you just made $50,000 off of $500. If you have already spent that $50,000 or committed to something else, if you blow those accounts, you're gonna be hurting. But if you made 50 bands and you put $5,000 over that money off to the side, and you're like, man, hell, if all hell freezes over, I got this in my back pocket. You're gonna feel a lot better about blowing accounts. I'm being dead serious because you know that they're gonna come. But 3 days in a row, we need to try and figure out what's going on. We should have been playing that Gap Field Thursday, Joe Walk. We had Eval Instapass next week. I don't know. I got to take a look. Need a reload. What happened? You been blowing accounts or something? I got to look. Make sure that you're not doing that Eval Instapass on that same Apex login. Make sure you're not doing that. They're gonna find out and they're gonna ban you. Don't do that. Don't mess that up. Your last 2 days kill me. Yeah. What happened? Yeah. 2 days ago was bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like the last 2 days has been crazy, bro. But today was Gap Thursday. But they also been bleeding out like this shit. They also did this destructive pattern like this, and they just bled it out nonstop. So this is dangerous too. I'm not gonna lie, that's dangerous, bro. Hold on, what was I going to do? Look up the next Eval Instapass day. But I still got a few plus some TP okay good. Make sure you taking them payouts, bro. When you allocating some bread in order to, re-add up. But you still need to not just intentionally just lose. I would not intentionally just go, man, fuck this account. I would not do that. There's nothing this week. And next week. I wouldn't even do it on CB Consumer Confidence. I wouldn't trust it on that. Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday's FOMC. Yeah, Wednesday. We can do it on Wednesday. Yep. Market want to bounce now, go higher. Wednesday, I would not do it on PCE. And maybe Michigan Consumer Sentiment on Friday, maybe. At 10 o'clock, maybe. So yeah, Wednesday is the next one. I'm thinking long. What about you? I think we should distribute up now. I think that if we bounce, they're going to target this 579, and I think they're about to come into the zone. This right here is what I think they're about to come to on this bounce. I think that they're about to bounce this right now, and I personally think that this is potentially a shakeout, and that they're about to come up here and fill this 10-point volume balance now after they shake everybody out. I think this is bullish now. I do not think that they're getting ready to, holy shit, look at this 8, 6, and a 3 lower. I still think they're getting ready to come into the zone, though. I'm being dead serious. That's what I think in my brain. I'm not even joking.
They also just took out some double top from ES.
Yeah, I see that. They're about to go higher, and they're about to send it to this 15-minute SIBI. This market's about to bounce. I would not short this. Shortness right now is the most dangerous thing you could do, and it's something that I would not do as of right now. I'm being dead serious. I would not short this. I think they're about to squeeze this and come up here and fill this volume balance, and we're about to see this shit update in real time. Hello, new here. Tapping your screen to support. Thanks, Crystal. How you doing? Thanks for the support, Crystal. That means a lot, girl. Thank you. Watch out and be on alert. I think they got business up here higher with this 10-point volume bounce. I think this was a shakeout. They've caused a lot of despair so far. Be on alert. Every time I've said that word, they've banned it. Slowly but surely, I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together in regards to what the TikTok algorithm does not like. I'm taking mental note. I'll figure this out. The scam callers have been getting so bad, I had to download the Robo Killer app. I had to sign up for a premium membership to stop them from calling my line on one of my phone lines. It's been ridiculous. But they're about to come up here to this 10-point volume. They've activated this magnet. Do not short this. They're about to come up here to the zone now. Don't short this. They shook you out, and they're about to come up here to the zone. This is bullish and not bearish. And they got this 1150 macro in their back pocket that they for sure gonna use to go higher. So even if they pull this back, I know for a fact they're getting ready to go higher off this 1150 macro and then target this at a minimum. At a minimum, this is their target. This is the first on the chopping block here. They're going to go to the zone. I'm being dead serious. I'm like my confidence level right now is soaring. If I was not up $300 right now per account, I would take this trade and I would wait for the first red candle pullback and I would long it. I'm being dead serious. They just left an 11-point volume balance in their wake, and they're about to use this as fuel to go higher. I would not short this. I would wait for a pullback, and then I would long. And my target would be here, out of this 1150 macro. I'm being dead serious. I'm warned now. I wish that I could trade my other accounts. I wish I had other accounts to trade, but my other accounts are at the payout, so I'm not going to risk it. My other accounts are at the payout. I don't ever trade an account that's at the payout. I wait. I don't give a damn how good this setup is. I wait. Look at that. They just filled that 11-point volume balance just now. They just filled that 11 just now. That's what you just saw. And now they get ready to use it to come up here to this 10. You need to be on alert. This is bullish and not bearish. I told you. Watch them. Watch them. Watch them. Liquidation squeezes past this high, then burst this higher. Watch. Watch what they do. Like my old man, like my mentor would say, you watch and see my wet. Like he would say, watch and see my wet. Hey, this is QQQ. We're trading NQ. Get off that damn chart. It's the wrong one. Listen, if QQQ comes up here to come fill this, the NQ is going to squeeze, all right? Same thing. It's both controlled by the same computer. You need to watch out for this. Watch out now. They're teasing that high. It's 1150 macro coming up. I will not be shorting this. So, me God, I will not be shorting this. And I will also not be in 40 contracts because if they give you one red dump candle, you're done. I would start scaling in. I'm being dead serious. I'm going to turn off my trade copy right now. And I'm going to trade this how I would trade this. Let me turn on my trade copy. And run a test limit order just to be safe.
Order submitted. Order
And
canceled.
trade this like how I would trade this. How many ticks is it from this low to this high here? 250 ticks. 1 micro. No, I would go 2 micros for 250 ticks.
Order filled.
I would go 2 micros like this, and my target would be this high over here past this zone here. And then like if they dump this, then I would add like another 1 micro over here past this low, and I would just be goofing around inside the zone. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious, like I'm not even joking. This is very similar to like the trade that I took earlier today. For the gravitational pull on the gap fill Thursday, I'm being dead serious. There's a 6 and there's an 8-point volume balance here lower. If they dump this, and if they fill that 8, then I'm going to add another 2 contracts onto this trade to be in 4. And I'll just goof around and I'll wait on them. And it'll just like, I'm being dead serious. I will goof around and I will wait on these people. 2 contracts in now to try and target this. How much money is this? This is $220 up here past this high here. There's an 8-point volume balance lower and there's an 11 here higher. There's a 6 and there's an 8. I can't go anything larger than 2 because they could very well dump this to come fill that 8. If they dump this and fill that 8 and goof around and go sideways, I will add another 2. And I will be in 4 goofing around with the gravitational pull of an 1150 macro and a gap fill Thursday going above head. I will start scaling into this trade. Be on alert. This is how I would personally trade this. I want that. Bet we'll do, fam. They for real love taking their time and was read today, even though all my trade ideas were right. Because 1, overslept, so missed that gap fill trade. Yeah, that'll do happen. 2, FOMO trying to catch up and the trade ideas were right, but lack conviction, to be honest. Okay, great. Entries were also early, so they'd have to go against me 200 to 300 ticks to get comfortable and cut it, even though it didn't cross my line in the sand for it to immediately reverse dead ass like a 5 ticks right after the close every time. Okay. How long you been trading? 12 to 13, about 13 years. I'm not going to add anything more to this trade until they fill this 8-point volume balance. They fill this, then I'm going to add 2 more contracts onto this. With this 1150 macro in my back pocket. So, oh my God. They just filled that 6 just now. I'm not going to add anything more to this trade. I'm not going to add anything more to this trade. I'm going to sit over here in 2, and this is about 230, 250 bucks. If they just goof around, like if they just go sideways, then they just go sideways. I can see a clear draw on liquidity here lower, okay? So I can see it, and they got this 1150 macro in their back pocket. We got about 1 to 2 more minutes until safety. You need to be on hyper alert now. They're goofing around now. There's that 8 over there below. You don't want to dollar cost average into something at where you originally entered in. You want to DCA with a high conviction that they're getting ready to go higher. You don't just DCA randomly into a losing trade. That's also another reason why people lose. You don't do nothing like that. Don't do nothing like that. They need to get this market to this goddamn ground and liquidation squeeze it past this 690. There's an 8-point volume balance over here. If this trade idea does not work out, I will be thoroughly surprised. Like I will be perplexed. I will be insanely perplexed If this trade I did right now does not work out ahead of an 1150 macro after they've been dumping it, and a gap fill Thursday up here above head, and an 11-point volume balance after they just recently teased that high, I will be thoroughly perplexed. And I will ultimately admit defeat. I'm being dead serious if they don't do this. Watch out and be on hyper alert. I see them going lower to that 8-point volume balance, so I'm not going to touch this until then. I'm going to start out in 2. I'm seeing 360. I would not short this. This 1150 macro about to kick in. I miss P&Ls on the screen. Yeah. They keep banning it whenever I do that. So I had to change that up. As of right now. Maybe I'll double and dabble once they maybe correct the algorithm again. But they keep doing that. I don't know why. Look at that Lululemon. Look at that SpaceX. You need to be on alert now. It's 1150 macros about to kick in. They're about to squeeze this higher. If they dump this, I'm going to add another 1 to 2 more contracts. If they dump this to come fill that 8-point volume balance, it's either they dump this and fill that 8, or they liquidation squeeze it and then fill that 10. But right now is the decision zone. If they go any higher than this, they're going to activate that 10. I'm being dead serious because they're not just going to come this far to only come this far. So it's either they dump this right now and they do an 1150 inverse, which has about a 5 to 8% chance of succeeding, or they of actually coming through to fruition, or they liquidation squeezes and then take out that high. There's like no in between here. So I know which one that I would not do. What I would not be doing is shorting this. That's just what I would not do. Historically, statistically, everything is telling you that you should not be shorting this. Okay, and just based on what they've been doing before, they're starting to curl this up. Watch out and be on hyper alert. This is serious. This is not a game. This market is looking like it's trying to get up this goddamn ground. This SPY, holy shit, that's a double top. They about to squeeze this. Where's everyone at? This is a double top up here. This is a double top ahead of a 15-minute SIBI. Are you guys asleep? What's going on? What the hell is going on? Look at that. Shit. I thought you said you were done, Phantom. Okay, yeah. I'll watch out for that. I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. You said what, Phantom? I'll be back. I'm gonna watch this on my phone. I'll be back. Okay, good. I'll be right back. That's a double top on ES at 1150 macro. Okay, I'm back. I'm here, Sonny says. Look how small those candles are. What about to squeeze this to go higher? Watch out. I would not be goofing around with this on the short side. It's 1150 macro. You need to watch out now. I think personally that they've activated this magnet and this ES about to come up into this double top zone. If you want to be safe, you can go break even up 30 something ticks or so, 50 ticks or so. But I think they got business up here higher. This is 1150 macro. Don't you ever short that. There's no reason to short the 1150 macro. Don't ever do that in this lifetime. They're about to get off this goddamn ground. I'm going to go break even. Sell stop.
Order submitted.
Why so? Because anything can happen. They left a 9-point volume balance over here in their wake. They left a 9-point volume balance over here in their wake. They're probably getting ready to come back and fill this. You see this? This is a 9 over here that they left in their wake. You see what I'm saying? So like they could come back over here, dump this tag mount, and then go higher. But I'm going to trade how the beginner traders need to be trading, and you need to go break even whenever they get halfway to your profit target. Why? Because why would you let a trade go halfway to your profit target and just let it go against you like that? So there's a 9. They're probably getting ready to tag this out. So I'm just letting you know this right now. If you still want to risk this, then that's fine. But I'm going to trade like how the beginners need to be trading. Okay? Like there's no way you should let a trade go up 100 ticks like this. Like, because right now, look, the trade is up 70 something ticks. So you could take $100 or so and just call it a day. That's what you could do. But they're trying to come up here and blast this high. I don't think that they came this far to only come this far. I'm being dead serious. There's a 9 there. There's a 9 and there's a 10 above. It's trying to decide which one it wants to go towards. It's trying to decide if it wants to come towards this 9 over here in their wake or if it wants to come to this 10 that I've been telling you about. I know which one I think they want to go to, but I still have to manage my risk. Why so? Because if I don't, then other people will blow up their accounts. Okay? It's the 1150 macro. Be on alert. Best way to learn trading at 16 years old, find a mentor that you can afford. They're getting ready to come up over here past this zone. This is bullish and not bearish. They're about to get this goddamn market off this ground. If you want to be conservative, you can close up this trade right now, up 124 ticks. They're about to squeeze this past this zone and use the power of this 1150 macro. If you want, look, listen to me now. If you want to get out up, listen now. 130 is enough now. 140 is enough now. Counting 150 is enough now. Yeah, you want to get out now? Or do you want to hold on to the cheese? That's the only question. What do you want to do? You want to hold on to that bacon? What do you want to do? Do you want to hold on to this high being popped? I know where they're trying to go, but there's a 9-point volume balance lower. They could stop this on a dime, fake this out, liquidation, dump it, and then before they go there. But again, we only in 2 micros. What you want to do? You want to hold for the 250 or not? That's the question that you need to answer yourself. The trades break even now. But here's one thing that I'm telling you. I don't think that they only came this far. Again, they only come this far. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this update in real time. Watch this. Look, you'll see this. Watch. Watch this number right over here to your left. Look, watch this. Watch it. Look. Watch it update in real time. Watch this. Watch what happens whenever it updates in real time. Hold on. They left a 6 in their wake. They're creating them nonstop. But watch what happens with this 10. Watch what happens with this 10. Look. I'm not even gonna look at the TP. Look, watch hit the TP, watch. Look, you see this? Look. Watch it hit the TP first, watch.
Order filled.
TP hit, now watch this. Watch this, look. Watch it go. Watch it go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then fill, watch. You get to see where they're going before they go. This right here was the second easiest trade of the day. Watch this. This right here is turning students into people that are making $5,000 to $10,000 a day. Look, watch this. Look, watch it. Look, watch. Look, 2, 1, filled, bang, trade done. Indicator free. They did everything that I told you that they was getting ready to do. This is not pre-recorded. Hey, that's a scam, pre-recorded. You want my $59, don't you? I'm out of here. Let me go pick on easier fish to fry. $11.50 macro paired with an 11-point volume balance. Stop playing, boy. Stop playing. And look, they filled it, and now look. Now they're getting ready to come to these ones lower. Look. It updates in real time. It is literally free money if you understand how to use it. This is like me giving you the keys to a Bugatti Chiron. You can go 250 miles an hour. Man, there's so much you can do with this. But if you don't know how to turn the key or to put the key in the ignition, there's nothing that you can do with it. I can show you how to print tens of thousands of dollars a day, but if you don't know what to do with it, then who cares? Free money again. We called it out, and now they get ready to come over and target this 6 over here. They filled this, took out this high, took it straight to the TP, now they get ready to come back for these, look, in their wake. That they left in their wake. They left a 6, 9, and an 8 over here below. God knows what they'll do, but you don't short the 1150 macro. I told you. You don't ever short the 1150 macro. If they're dumping into the 1150 macro, I'm looking for every reason on this why they get ready to go higher. If I have 2 points of confluences like a double top here, look at this, look. Why? This right here was exactly why I was talking to this way. I was like, why did nobody alert me that this was a double top here? This is the other indicator that's inside Discord is free. Just have it on your chart. Look, let's set an alert over here. This double top. Let's see if they burst this. Let's look. Let's see. Let's test them. This is a double top right over. You can see it right over. The indicator plots it. The indicator tells me where they're going. All I need is multiple confluence points. That's all I need. Look, let's see. Let's just see and let's just watch. That's all that I need. I need nothing more. I don't need to see anything else than this. There's nothing else that I need. There's nothing else that I need. Look at this. Look, watch, look at the ES. Look. Bing. I was like, yo, did no one alert us that there was a double top there? Bing. Straight to the 15 Mississippi. Oh, man. And then they'll call us scammers for saying, hey, man, a guy who's making $40,000 a week, he wants to show me how to do that goddamn same thing, but it's not for free. And then people will go, and you want to know what's crazy? People who are not doing that are going to go, if that guy is not doing that shit for free, then don't participate in that shit. Do not do that, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Don't listen to that guy. And you ask them, you go, well, how's that working out for you? And they go, are you a millionaire doing that yet? Are you a multimillionaire doing that yet? Listen, just don't do that shit. Don't do that shit, dog or ma'am. Fucking crazy. This is a masterclass performance for the 1150 macro pair with a double top. There was nothing better. Honestly speaking, this may have been the easiest trade of the day because you have multiple confluence points versus just going off my intuition earlier. There was nothing easier than this. They took out every single thing that I told you they was going to do. And then on top of that, they used this, what is this? They used this 1 in this 5 minute BC as fuel. They came back over here, they touched this 1 in this 5 minute cluster zone. They just look where they should squeeze it past this double top. 1150 macro done. Over with. Boy, that shit over with.
Order canceled.
Trade straight to the TP and more. What more else do you want? What more else do you want? We outlined it before and after, and I told you what I would do. What more else do we want? Seriously, all this aside. Seriously. He never miss. Yeah, shit. I lost yesterday. A trade. He is literally money. Does school play a big part in this? Absolutely not. However, you need to be good at following instructions. I have students inside here that are 16 years old that make 50 to 60,000 a month. They're 17 years old. 16 and 17 years old. I'm being dead serious. Are you willing to follow instructions? Are you willing to study and to learn? But it's not free, Zero says. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's exactly why we get to keep them out. Because until you break that mentality, until you break the if it ain't free, it ain't for me mentality, you will never get anywhere that you're trying to get to in life because you don't understand the art of reciprocity. The richest people in the world understand that they can't do everything by themselves, so they're willing to outsource it. Poor people and people with a poor mentality, they like to try and get everything for nothing, so they end up with nothing. The richest people in the world understand reciprocity and understand the power of leveraging what they know with other people in the right way. I'm just telling you the truth. That 1150 macro is a motherfucking beast. You should not short that. I'm being honest with you. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, and I'm trying to give you the blueprint to financial freedom. And people are sitting here, and I probably say there might be one person inside listening to my voice, but 99% of you are going to go, man, you know what? That shit is crazy. And other people are making a goddamn killer off that shit. But you know what? And I see I see the testimonies. I see the life-changing testimonies. I see what people are doing. You know what? I can see this. Took that and spread that out across my accounts with different sizes and entries trying to mitigate the risk, but it went wrong and we turned a bad day into a green one at least. Look, I see students inside this Discord making errors like this. He said it was a rough week. I was close to blowing these accounts. And I see students inside here completely changing their days around. Wish I would have trailed it though, at least straight to the loan, but it's not free. Bottom ticked it. I see students inside here doing this. Up 800. Look at that. I see. Yep, a Discord, definitely. 95%ers failed, but yep, this guy's a winner, folks, for sure. He said testimonies, I'm out. Yep, a Discord, definitely, I'm out. Okay. Kidder. Okay, listen, hold on, look. Before you go though, can I interest you in this? You ready? If I showed you a testimony right now of a student becoming a multi-millionaire inside here, would you believe me that he just sent me like 2 or 3 days ago? Would you believe me? You want me to show that to you right now? Here, I'll show it to you right now. You want me to show you right now? Look, I just showed you just now of a student making $800 just now, but look, I'll show you, look, I'll do you one better. Here it is right over here. Right over here. Where we at? Right here. Go to the DM, most recent one. Here we go. Turned 21 on Saturday and just have been able to be thankful and just felt like I needed to verbalize it to you. I had to put the puzzle together in my own hands, but you've been the instruction sheet. Just wanted to show you this and show you the impact you truly had on me in just 7 months. 2026 just from trading, total minus tax obligations, $209,000. He's up $400,000 year to date from trading alone. He's 20 years old. No, don't run yet. Don't run. I'm being dead serious. See, he left. Because I don't see his name inside here. See what I'm saying? So people with like a scarcity mentality, like they'll make blanketed statements. And then like when you run to like show them proof, they like put the blinders on and they go, oh no, I don't want to listen. No more. You want to know why? Because it's easy to mask in their own. It's easy to mask. It's easy for them to, it's much easier for them to bathe in their own misery than to accept the fact that the answer is staring them right in front of their face, and they are the reason as to why they are not being successful. You need to listen to what I just told you. It is easier for you to point the finger and to blame other people and to go, oh, well, he's selling a Discord, so I'm out of here. Or, he's not doing it for free, so I'm out of here. He's not helping me for free, and he's not giving it to me how I want it, pause, or he or she, whatever it is, the instructor. So you know what? I'm out of here, and I'm going to blame that person instead of blaming hey, you know what? It's me who's not taking advantage of the opportunity. It's me. Me. Not nobody else. Me. So I'm going to say other bullshit to infect the brains of everybody else so I can drag everybody else down with me. Man, this world don't know you no understanding. And I get so passionate about this shit because I used to be poor too. And they used to do the same shit to me. That shit is easy, bro. The hard shit is to go, man, you know what? Fuck that. There's numerous students inside here doing this shit, but with the same opportunity, and this market doesn't care who the hell I am, and I can learn that same shit too. Even if I'm 60 or 65 years old, man, you know what? It might take me 2 or 3 times as long. as somebody who's 20 to 21 years old with a fresh brain, but you know what? I'm going to try my hardest. That's the hard thing to do. The easiest thing to do is just to make blanket statements, just to log off the screen, just run off. But if I didn't have this in my back pocket and testimonies like this, who's inside here listening to this, I am not going to play this right now because I'm already emotional. If I play this right now, me as a grown man, I'm going to start crying right now. This dude just started trading 3 months ago and he's up $40,000 in payouts already. Here's another one that just got sent straight to my DM. See right here, he's telling you right over here, I'm not going to play this right now. I could if I wanted to. I'm not going to play the rest of this, but this is serious. When someone says you changed my family's life and repaying you is impossible, and then people want to come over here and start spewing some bullshit, man, bro, listen. This right here is exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not showing this to convince nobody inside here. I don't have to convince you of nothing. I don't need you to join this Discord. But I need you to wake up. And I need you to be real with yourself. And this is why most traders fail on a daily basis. Because you refuse to be real with yourself. You are your biggest enemy whenever it comes to this trading shit. Turn this camera back on. You are your biggest enemy whenever it comes to trading. Trading is nothing more than you versus you. But you need to understand what you're looking at first, of course. But it's you versus you 85% of the time, man. This is serious. People in here are changing their lives, bro. Don't come on no weird live stream with some weird energy. And then when someone corrects you, you put the blinders on and you still refuse to see the truth. Don't do that shit. I take this seriously. This is not a joke. This is not a game, bro. This is serious. All jokes aside. Why are people so afraid to take risks to make big moves? Because inherently, the human brain wants complacency. Humans and the human body and the human mind does not welcome change. That's why. Wanting change and wanting to change your environment and your beliefs and what you have come to have known is not normal. You have to go against what you were psychologically and physically programmed to do. That is a 100% fact. Your body wants you to sit down in the same exact spot and not move all day, but that's not what's best for you. Hopping on a treadmill and running every single day or every other day or multiple times a week is not easy. Going to the gym to go lift heavy ass weights to look better is not easy. Showing up early to something is not easy. Going against the crowd and instead of going out to go hang out and party with your friends, you sitting here looking at these charts is not easy. Eating cookies every day is not easy. Eating cookies every day is easy. Eating a salad with damn low fat dressing is not easy. It does not taste as good as goddamn eating cookies and burgers. Your mind and your body wants the easiest thing. It is programmed to do so. I'll never forget my father telling me that. And I'm telling you that that's how you beat this. You need to stop acting like everybody else and doing what average people are doing because you are going to get mediocre results. That is why this market is targeting everybody. It is targeting the mediocrity. And your brain needs to depart from that in order for you to truly transcend Your brain needs to depart from the mediocrity. Otherwise, you will not succeed here. That's all that I'm gonna say before I read these comments. They're programming us. Why are people so afraid to tell Creator Red that? Yo, everyone hit that like button, bro. Thanks, bro. Thank you for what you do, bro. You're a real one. Thanks, Sonny. Sonny, thank you for tuning in, bro, and supporting us. Take notes through lives. I got my first payout, and I only been trading for 2 months. I've been just in a knowledge center and taking notes through lives. That's what I'm saying. No, Cappy, I love you, brother. The things you've done for me through a live stream is insane. I love you too, brother. I don't even know your name for real. What's your name? I love you too, brother. Real talk, bro. I'm gonna screenshot that, man, because that made my day seeing that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna save this as live streams. What's your name? I'm gonna save this as live streams. Payout. Thanks. Kay. Nice to meet you, Kay. Because you be tuning to the live streams all the time. I'm gonna call you Pastor NQ. Thanks, Indiana. Be on alert. Alrighty. Yo, I made chicken today. Made 600 with one tray. We'll have 2 more Fundies tomorrow. Good job, Big Slick. Proud of you. Hey, call me what you want, but Deadass can't recommend a Discord family, and especially you. Should the friends, family, co-workers who heard I'm getting into this shit ask where to start, I direct them straight to the knowledge center. Yeah, I told them that too. And the Discord family every time, that knowledge center is beyond invaluable, but having someone in your corner 24/7 who truly wants to see you succeed is where the real gold mine is. And what is taking my trend to the next level? What's that, meat riding? He not meat riding, bro. He just telling the truth. That's hilarious, though. Nah, that's funny. I gotta show that, bro. Bro, but that's ridiculous right there, bro. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, chill out, bro. That's not meat riding, bro. That's not goddamn meat riding. Same day pay on the ELD, no activation fee. What do you do? Oh, what do you think about God? What do I think about God? I think that this is not a religious channel. I think that ultimately speaking, that me telling you my honest beliefs would honestly cause nothing more than division amongst people who may have the same beliefs or who may not have the same beliefs as me. I will tell you this. I am a person that believes in unity. I believe, ultimately speaking, that we are all right in our own way. And I don't think that it is right for me to say that you're going to hell or I'm going to hell because I believe in something that you don't believe in, or that just ultimately speaking. Because if you were born in Iran, in Tehran, which is the capital of Iran, then you would inherently be a Muslim, versus someone who was born in plains, like let's just say Topeka, Kansas, you're probably going to be a Christian. So like, it's just like, do I think that one person is right or the other? No, I don't. So I just don't think that we should cause division. And however we can find peace, that's what I'm more so looking for. So I believe in treating every single person with the respect that they deserve and loving every single person individually, because ultimately speaking, we all are trying to accomplish the same goal. We all are only trying to accomplish one thing. And that one thing is 1, self-preservation, and 2, improving the lives of ourselves and maybe every now and then the lives of the people that are around us. You said what, fam? And the people around us, that's it. We all share, that is the one thing that is universal amongst all humans. So that's more so what I personally believe in. And no one can convince me to think differently. And the only time I will stray from that is if someone shows me that they don't, that they just wouldn't want to accept love or respect. So if you disrespect me, then obviously it's F you. Then I'll just remove myself. And then I'll just let you bask in your misery. So, or whatever you got going on. Because one thing is universal. One thing is universal that I've noticed. Typically speaking, the people that are hating, or the people that like hate, or that come up with weird lame brain excuses to just randomly start trying to pointing things out with no credibility whatsoever, those people are not really, like probably 99% of the time, they're not really content with their lives. or they're living a life to where like they wish that it could drastically be improved or changed. Like it's rare that you just see a guy just walking around with like $5-10 million liquid inside of his account, just walking around just hating on people, just being like, "Ha ha, you trying to help change people's lives? You're a loser." Or prove it to me. Prove to me you got real money. Like, bro, like highly sophisticated people, or people that have achieved that status, but they're not doing that. Why? Because they value their time. They're not going to engage in such buffoonery. So neither will I. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I say I'll let them bask in their misery. And I'll just and I'll just continue to keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, there's no skin off my bones. I'm being dead serious. That's why I tell people all the time, I don't care if you join this Discord. I don't care what you do. Dude, keep doing what you're doing. Us inside there, we'll keep making money and not judging other people. We will keep getting closer to the destination while you stay put. Not gonna put you in a damn headlock and force you to start making thousands of dollars a day. Are you crazy? Why would I do that for? I value my time and my mental peace. That's why that knowledge center is there. And that's why it's so quiet on this live stream. Because if that knowledge center wasn't there, there would be dozens of people asking me, why did you long this over here at this bottom like this? What is an 1150 macro? Well, the knowledge center is, the 1150 macro is not an knowledge center. That's inside Discord only. But they'd be like, why did you do that? What the hell is a BISI? What the hell is a double top? I thought double top was resistance. They'll be asking me those questions. I'm being for real. So be on alert. Timestamp 12:18. Keep it up, bro. Thanks, Jacko. Thanks, Jacko Trades. What's up, brother? How you been? Best streamer right there, right here. Thanks, Jacko. How you been, brother? What's up, man? Thanks for donating to the live stream, Pragmatic and user 693. So I will say it. I'm like 6 out of 10 finding entry, but when I do find a good entry, I almost suck at it. Finding good exits, I always sell too early. I went over this inside the mentorship with Phantom. Your issue is not selling too early. If you bought something and if your TP was 200 ticks away and you sold it too early at 100 ticks and you did that 100% of the time, would you complain about, hey man, I'm selling too early? No, you would not. Because you would win 100% of the time. The issue is never selling too early. Even if you took 10 trades and got 9 break evens and you finally took 1 trade to the full blown TP, you did that every single time. Would you complain and go, bro, damn, I keep on getting too many break evens? You would not. The issue is your risk management. That's the issue. The issue is you are losing too much in respect to your strategy. That's what needs to be corrected somehow, some way. We can correct that from inside here, but obviously, that needs to be known. And you need to know what the issue is so I can help point things out to you. I can't just tell you what strategy to trade and how to specifically do it because I don't know how your brain works or what account you're trading. There's so many different variables. But I can point out the inconsistencies and then tell you to go back to the drawing board. So I will say, okay, I already read that. No, that's funny. Jay walks at that meat rider for that's funny. Are we done for today or not? Does your Discord help people who are new to this? Absolutely, it does. Honestly speaking, those are the best people. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. Just listen. I am being dead serious. If you are brand new to trading, holy F, I don't have to reprogram your brain. No, like I'm talking about new. Yes, that knowledge center is there. Sign up for a free 3-day trial. And if you don't like it, then cancel. There is zero excuse as to why you can't start. Like zero knowledge. Okay, perfect. Exactly, perfect. That knowledge center is there. I'm telling you that knowledge center is there. I'm telling you. Like, bro, I'm telling you. That knowledge center is there. It is $49 for 3 months worth of access. If what I just said scares you, then it is not directly about the learning process. You need to change your brain and your mentality. But there is a free 3-day trial there. You help me understand that you have to train your mind for the markets just through daily living. That is correct. Because No offense, but you used to be the monkey with the briefcase with the $2 million inside there. You need to learn what the combination is. The monkey holding a $2 million briefcase, he's a multimillionaire, but he doesn't know how to access it. His psychological program, like his brain needs to be psychologically rewired in order for him to understand how to put the card into the ATM to withdraw the money. Most mentors don't talk about psychology enough. Trading is so much about psychology. First is understanding what they're doing, and then it's about the psychological aspect. That's why you need a mentor. Because the mentors are going to stop you from doing something foolish. Why? Because the mentor's going to say, bro, I stepped over that pothole before. Don't do that. The smart people learn from their own mistakes, and the wisest people learn from other people's mistakes. If I tell you don't show the goddamn 1150 macro, you should not show the 1150 macro. And look what it is to the 1150 macro. Look. There is no scenario where you show the 1150 macro. I told you that. And look what it did ever since. Look. There is zero reason why you would do something like that. Even if you don't trade it, you know what not to do. So you know what, damn, I'm in a short, man. This 1150 macro coming up, man. I'm going to close this. I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe that's not a good idea. Knowing what not to do is far more important than knowing what to do. Like zero now, okay, I read that. You help me understand that you have to, okay, I read that. Do you outline your strategy in the knowledge center, or is it just concepts to build a strategy from? You will begin to understand and see what I'm talking about from that knowledge center. There are dozens of models that are inside Discord that come with instruction that are directly inside Discord. The knowledge center is going to be the gateway in order for you to understand everything that we are talking about. And even if you do understand, I am still going to direct students to that knowledge center because it's going to open up your mind in regards to understanding what we're talking about and how we're trading. And it's going to help you refine your risk management in regards to everything that you're already currently looking at as well. And then you refine that through the mentorships and through the live trading and through one-on-one basically instruction from watching me trade live and from me pointing out things to you over the course of numerous weeks. That is how you learn. It is the same exact thing as in a classroom. You are paying to be in a classroom with a 7-figure trader. That is literally what you're paying for. And the same exact principles and guidelines that he is doing on a daily basis. And I'm going to be pointing things out to you and building and shaping and remolding all of your habits and reprogramming your brain. That is what you are paying for. And you're being around other people who are just on that same journey because you might not think everything like how I think. Like Kalia's a student inside here, she trades her own way. I'm being dead serious. Like, so you're going to trade your own way, but there's probably going to be other students inside here that are probably trading similar to you or that might do something similar. So you can piggyback off them, or somebody might point something out to you. And then also someone's going to have your back along this journey. I'm being dead serious. That's why you're in it. I trade FEGs, exactly. Strategy plus time and equals success, correct. You help me understand that you have to, okay, I read that. Did you buy that SpaceX? Yeah, I did at 113. What's it at now? Holy shit, it's at 116? Yeah, I bought it at 113. I bought 10,000 hours at 113. I pray to God that SpaceX goes to $90. I pray to God that they don't go to 150. I pray to God. I bought 80 shares at 113, whatever that is. About a little bit less than 10, because I like round whole numbers. So I bought 80 shares at 113. It's bouncing. Yeah, I see that. V-shape with reluctance. Look at that. Yeah, look at that 1150 macro. SpaceX so yeah. They're going to go past the all-time high again. For sure within like next year. I've been scrapping $100 a day. I have 4 PAs. I'm just not always confident in what I'm doing. Yeah, that means that you don't have confidence in what you backtested. Making $100 a day is very simple. I'm being dead serious. That is not hard, bro. You can do that off literally like 1 to 2 micros. I'm being dead serious. Like, bro, we can get you to making damn $100, $200 a day. That ain't nothing, bro. Backtesting, correct. Backtesting is the key. Yeah, SpaceX up already. Mm. I'm joining to it. Yes, we'll see you inside there. The Knowledge Center is different from Discord. Please understand that. That Knowledge Center keeps everything inside the Discord community smooth. Knowledge Center is completely separate. The Knowledge Center is the gateway. It is the understanding. It is the blueprint. How you ultimately refine your edge and take it to the next level is from being inside Discord. I'm being dead serious here. Like here, look. This this is for the student that just started trading who said, "Hey man, look, like I'm fully fresh to this." If I scroll all the way up to this, right? Look what Colt says. Colt just started trading, and this is for that one singular student that goes, "Man, like I don't know where to start. I'm fresh and I don't know what's going on." He says, "Man, I appreciate you. Something about the lives and the energy in here finally made me take that leap. Been trading a month or so, failed evals, passed evals, done a ton, not gotten any payout or anything yet. You can see this. I scrolled up and look at the date. That was halfway through February. And now I scroll all the way down to the bottom, and now look. It probably took him about 30 days probably to probably start doing this. As a matter of fact, I'll play it right now. Guys, listen. You need to listen to what he just said. The story was absolutely amazing. Guys, it brings tears to my eyes. Seriously. Because I could not play it earlier or else I would start crying again. Guys, you are going to go through growing pains. But knowing that someone is inside your corner is exactly why you are here. I am not saying that you are going to do this. Your story is probably going to be closer to Colt's. Your story is not going to be like Moops. 90% of your stories is not going to be like Moops, who just started trading. Moops joined inside December. I'm sorry. Let me scroll all the way to the bottom because he linked it right over here. He joined here in December. It was basically January because you couldn't trade in December. And he says, and I'm still losing. I'm just winning a lot bigger. He says, I haven't had FOMO or once using this strategy out of my firstborn to you. That was in December. And then Moops is like making like $100,000 a month after like a month or two. And like, by the way, he sends me his, guys, if what I just said makes you go, bro, that's impossible. Guys, he sends me his bank statements. Because when these students say things, people don't believe it. Because people go, bro, there's no way someone's inside there, bro, making $100,000 a month off a goddamn $59 a month membership. It's fucking impossible. They're fucking lying. So like, they feel like compelled to send me this shit. And I appreciate the transparency because I operate on their transparency window. So he's making like $100,000 a month and he's a multimillionaire now from being inside here. So I'm not telling you that's going to be your story. Where you're just going to join here and like within 30 days, like you're going to be making 100,000 or sorry, within like 30 days, you're going to be doing this. 50, 100 and buying all kinds of weird shit. No. I'm not going to sell you on that dream. But what I am going to tell you is that one, we're going to stop the bleeding. And then two, more importantly, you're going to be on the road to profitability. I can show you how to make $200 to $500 a day consistently, and then ultimately how to scale up and then to eventually get to this. But there's going to be growing pains, and what I was trying to say was through Colt's explanation, the end, where he said he fell on his face a few times. He fell down on his face a few times and he got back up. You are going to experience profitability and maybe blow a few accounts, but no audio. Sorry about that. God damn it. Shit. The audio went out. Sorry about that. Long story short, I apologize. The audio was off like last minute. Thanks for the heads up. I'm not going to repeat everything that I just said. I'm not going to go on a crazy rant again. Hold on real quick. Thank you. Let me put Discord on mute so I don't have to listen to this weird story again. Okay, guys, listen. What I was saying was sorry, I showed the receipts. What I was saying was I'm not saying that you're going to make $100,000 a month like how I had just shown. That's not what I'm saying. What I was saying was your story is probably going to be closer to Colt's story. Your story is probably going to be closer to Colt's story. Where Colt said that he fell down on his face numerous times, but he got back up over the last 3 or 4 months. And now he's really starting to break it through by making $20,000 to $30,000 a month off of his side hustle where he just joins Discord for like 3 hours a day. I showed the receipts of a student inside there while I was talking who joined here at the end of December. And he's making like 80, 90, $100,000 a month. And I know that some people inside here are probably going, bro, that's a fucking lie. There's no way someone's making $100,000 a month now off a $59 a month membership. That's a lie. So that's why I showed so they send me their bank statements and I just shown you that. I'm not saying that's going to be you. Your journey is going to be more so like Coach's journey, where over the course of 3, 4, 5 months, you have some major success and you have some small setbacks, but you keep getting back up. And you have someone in your corner on a daily basis that's fighting for you. And you will finally have that breakthrough. And you'll look back after 2 or 3 months and you'll be like, damn, I'm up $50,000 over the last damn 3 months. Damn, off my side hustle, I've been making like $20,000 a month. That's damn. Ooh. That's going to be your journey, more than likely, to about 90% of you. For 90% of you, you're not just going to join here and then like how I just shown just now, 30 days later, you making $50,000 and you sending me screenshots like, bro, it's just ridiculous. But if that scares you into not still wanting to do that, then that's a problem. You haven't, then that's a problem that needs to be corrected. Your brain needs to be fixed. But I'm gonna be 100% real and honest with you, because if not, if I'm not for real with you and if I'm not honest with you, you're going to have unrealistic expectations. I could very well sit here and lie to you and sell you some scam signal service. I win 90% of the time. Why wouldn't I want to do an alert service? We need to change everything about you. I want you to become a multimillionaire mentally so that you can learn how to run your own multi-million-dollar business by yourself. But unfortunately, that scares most people though. They'll go, well, damn, shit. What do you mean you're not gonna make me a millionaire by myself? By yourself, and I get to put no work in? What are you talking about? Perfect. Stay over there. I mean, that's serious. That's what most people think. Most people think that they can just walk around and people are going to hand out a multi-million dollar business and go, hey, bro, you get to be the CEO and the owner of this company. I built the business. You can just get to run it here, and you don't even get to know what the fuck the business is. Hey, just get and go do it. Are you crazy? Nowhere in your life is that possible, but yet you try to apply it here to this market. You need to log in and be focused. This is serious, not a game. That Colt story almost made me cry. Again, this is serious. You think it's going to keep going up? Man, I got no idea what they're getting ready to do. They could keep going up. They bounced out of 1150. The market never went lower from the damn 1150 macro. They never went lower from when I bought here and from what I bought here. They never went lower. I told you I thought this runway was a fake out, and look what they did. And some of you was probably looking at me like, bro, what the hell is that dude talking about? He lying. That market ain't gonna go no damn higher. Talking about 1150 macro. What you talking about? I'm getting ready to go to lunch. The 1150. It's lunchtime. I'm talking about 1150 macro. What's he talking about? I'll short this. Didn't trade today. Oh, lessons? What you mean lessons? I'm new to this, bro. What do you mean by strategy? Is it looking for a specific pattern on the markets? That link inside my bio will answer your questions. I want you to sign up and I want you to I want you to sign up and I want you to cancel. I don't want nothing to be given to me. I want you to sign up and just to be sure that you don't be charged $49 for 90 days worth of access, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's a ridiculous bargain. I want you to cancel. And I want you to take your time over 72 hours and to try to learn everything on that knowledge center. You're not going to. That's impossible. But for sure, it will be the gateway to opening up your eyes in regards to what's possible, what we're doing. We're making tens of thousands of dollars a day from a computer for maybe just a few hours worth of time. And all I have to do that is to make $200 to $300. If you look at your screen right over here, look, I'll flash it for you and I'll show you. Look. No, not that. Here. You see all of these accounts? I help you out. You see all of these accounts right over here? I can't show the P&L or else they'll ban it. So you're new here, but I always show my P&L, always. But so like what you're seeing right now is not normally what they see. This is up $200 plus $250 plus over the course of this right over here is 26 funded accounts that you're looking at. I normally trade about 45 to 50 of these a day. And all I do is make $250 a day. You will make more money than me while you're inside it. All it took was about maybe less than $1,000 investment in order for me to get this thing going. And I do this over and over again. And I make about $40,000 to $50,000 a week doing this. And I'm not joking. And everything I told you was 100% true. That is why students inside here are turning the corner and changing their lives. If you're serious, then you can click that link inside the bio and just cancel the free trial. But I know for a fact that you can't learn everything from inside it just for that free trial alone. I know that for a fact. So I can't disclose anything more than that, because I don't want them to think I'm redirecting people off the platform. They'll ban the live stream. They've not banned it so far. It's been an hour and 9 minutes. I'm starting to figure out what it is that's banning the live stream. I'm starting to figure it out. One-on-one training, you will be able to teach yourself. You will be in a classroom with other students. I run free mentorships on the weekends, and you can ask questions on the weekends based off of whatever questions that can't be answered on that knowledge center or from inside Discord. But be prepared for me to be honest with you. If you ask me a question that's on that knowledge center, I'm going to say, did you read that knowledge center? Go to page 1 and click on this playlist. And I'm going to ask you to watch that video. You will be in a classroom with millionaires, yes. And you will have hands-on teaching. But ultimately speaking, you are your best teacher. That's why that's why for 12 years you showed up to a classroom with an instructor for 7 hours a day, for 5 days a week. And then almost every day the instructor did what? They sent you home to do what? To learn by yourself with homework. It was called homework. And then you learn at your own pace, and then you took exams to then show that you knew what you were studying. Because the best way to learn is through experience and through you having hands-on instruction on a daily basis, and for you to see it being taught in real life. I trade live every single day. I can't afford to teach every single student that decides to come up with $59 while I am trading live. And call out setups like how I just did just now with this market from start to finish. Like, I can't do that. I would have to charge $2,500 a month. But then I would be teaching. Because I can't trade doing that. Nobody can do that. I don't care what they're doing. They're either an instructor or they're an actual trader. I can somewhat teeter the line. So like how Kalia was in a short earlier and she was up $900 on my cash account. She's a student insider. And so like if you send me something like I know you're in here, I can be like, hey man, look, like I was sort of kind of try and cut it a little bit. Like how I instructed Jay in order to close out of that loan. He was in at 943. And he was like, man, I'm out of here. Because otherwise he would have blew up his account if he would have held on to that. So help me God, I told the student to get out over here at this top today. I could show it again, but I'm not going to do that. Look, imagine if he would have held on to this. And I told Kalia to get out over here damn near at this bottom. Imagine if she would have held on to that right now. Imagine. Just imagine if Kalia would have just been greedy and would have been like, man, I want an extra 200 points. She would not have the extra $1,000 inside her pocket right now on that cash account right now this second. And she's listening to my voice right now. She could tell you. Should we had a conversation in front of all y'all right now? So I could do stuff like that, but like I can't just be like, hey man, this is what a BISI is, this is what a SIBI is, this is what a FEG is. We're on a 1 and a 5 minute time frame, and then me still make my money on a daily basis and pay for the house that I live in. No. Impossible. I can't do both. No one can do both. Tell us your trading journey on how you got started. I was a Bitcoin runner back in the day, and I was listed on the national database for this website called Local Bitcoins, and I was buying Bitcoin at like $600 or $700 a coin, and I was running around, and this was like before Coinbase, and I was selling it to people at like a 20 to 25% markup for the early speculators. It's like I would buy Bitcoin at I literally have the screenshots on my phone. And I would buy Bitcoin at $650 to $700 a coin, and I would sell it for like $850 to $900 a coin. And people were paying it because it wasn't widely accessible back in the day. And then I had a bright idea, and I was like, damn, like instead of me just meeting everybody at this damn Wendy's and then trying to make 15, 20%, like imagine like if I just decided to do it from my house. So then that's when I started trading crypto. But along the way, I had like a lot of growing pains, and it cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars at a market maker. One, because I refused instruction. I always thought that I was smarter than my own good. And it wasn't until I actually invested time into listening to a mentor that I not turned the corner on profitability. Because I stopped doing the things that made a millionaire, and I started incorporating those same habits into my daily programming. And I don't even trade nothing like him. But I stopped doing the things that were opposite that was making him money hand over fist. And I started to write all of those down. That's how it started. Man, I love you too, Chief Keef. Are you Love Sosa? 2013 Chief Keef, is that you in disguise? Are you from Chicago? Man, all this yapping. You better push that button, bro. My wife's boyfriend is that new $800 Legos. Shit. I'm sorry. Yo, that was. Oh man, that was hilarious. I'm sorry. Like I literally burst into tears. Holy shit, I'm dribbling on myself. I can't even control my own bodily functions. That was hilarious. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That was funny. That was funny. That was. That was funny. Sorry. That was funny. My wife's boyfriend is that $800 Lego set. That was funny. Stop all that yapping. That was funny, Dean. Now, I'm in Chicago too. Are you in Chicago? Oh. Do you know who Chief Keef is, Sully? Don't lie. Sully, do you know who Chief Keef is? I'm not in Chicago. I'm in Atlanta. But do you know who Chief Keef is? Let me click on your profile. You don't look like you might know who Chief Keef is, Sully. Been following for a day. No offense. Oh, that's a parrot. That's a nice parrot. Do you know who Chief Keef is? No. Oh, okay, yeah, I figured. Don't worry about that. Trust me, you don't want to know. Just trust me, it's not even like worth you knowing. So yeah. So yeah, nah, but yeah, bro, he's just a rapper. It's completely irrelevant. Trust me, it's just brain rot. Finito. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, nah, that's how I got started. I was a Bitcoin runner, and then like I wish that like I had like a mentor in the beginning, and then like it wasn't until like I hired him, like I didn't even hire him because I couldn't even afford him. He was charging $1,500 for like 3 generic classes. So like, and like I was inside his Discord. Hell, I think I'm still inside that Discord. It's free, but like he removed the access. He charges like he charges $1,000 a month just to listen to his voice, and like all he does is say "but call, but put, in call, out call, output." That's it. But he makes a shitload of money on a daily basis. But like, I was just listening to his live streams every single day. And he changed my brain. He rewired my brain, which allowed me to then become a millionaire. Because it's like, that's all that I'm trying to do to y'all. Because that's the first thing that has to change. Your brain just needs to be rewired. Because if your brain's not rewired, then you have no hope of becoming a millionaire. Even if I handed you $1 million, you would just lose it. Because you wouldn't know what to do with it. And so people always think, man, like if I just had more money, I would be able to make more money. No, that's false. If you can't manage a $2,000 account, you can't manage a $200,000 account. And like, as a person that didn't have $200,000, I didn't believe that until I actually got $200,000 and I actually understood. That's impossible. You cannot do that.
So
Talk to me.
would you use me as an example? I'll be an example for the class if you give me $1 million.
Right. Like, yeah, just give me an example. I'll try. Funded alive, funded account. That was funny. That was funny, right? Any more trades? I don't know. We got to see. I said I wasn't going to trade earlier until they dumped it into the Lymphity macro and they formed a double top. So I decided to take it. I trade with what the market gives me. If the market shows me something that I like, that's within my risk management protocol, then I'll take it as such. But if not, then I'm not going to take that. Tesla down 14%. What the hell is going on? Look at that Tesla. Tesla down 14% to 321. Piece of shit. So yeah, that's how I got started. And then when I was in school, I started to become profitable with swing trading and investing and just understanding that. But I wasn't successful with like day trading. But like I was really good with like investing and picking stocks and like swing trading. I was really good with that. And like my teammates, my teammates and like some of like my closest friends, like they saw like how good I was as far as that was concerned. Like they always used to ask me like, hey, I got some money, can you help me make some money? It's like, this is before NIL. If I was in school, I'd be making $1 million a year right now playing basketball in college, because that's how much it costs to have a starting center in the NBA or NBA and playing in the ACC. It's like the floor is like $500,000 to $750,000 a year. But that wasn't the case back then. Hell, I was only making $5,000-$6,000 a month. So like I needed some way in order to make some more side money. And that's even after everything was being paid for free. So I needed a side hustle. But I didn't have enough time in order to manage the people's money because that's a job within itself. Because when you take people's money, you are employed by them. You are an employee the moment that you accept someone else's money. You are an employee. That's like, especially if it's any decent amount of money. That's why the price of Discord is so inexpensive, because I refuse to be an employee to somebody. I will show you what I'm doing on a daily basis, but I don't want to be your employee. I want to help you get there off of my own goodwill and off of your own goodwill. I want to help you get there. And you will get there yourself. I'm not going to hold your hand. That's why that message of that student that turned into a multimillionaire said that. And he was like, I did it myself, but you gave me tough love. You were the instruction sheet. I can pull it up again and I can show you, but that is verbatim what he said. So like if I was charged you $2,500 a month, I would be your employee. I'm not going to do that, because then you would be expecting me to do every single thing for you. And I don't want to feed you like a baby bird. Come on. It doesn't work out like that. Nowhere in reality can you get that done like that. So that was my journey. Like I opened up my own hedge fund and like I figured this out. So I came across this and I saw he was 17 years old. He may have been 17 for sure, no more than 18. I can't remember how much he was. He was 18 years old and he was trading like 30 or 40 funded accounts, but he had a strategy where he was making like maybe like $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 a day off those accounts. And this, 18-year-old was making anywhere from $150,000 to $250,000 a day. I've told this story at least 3 or 4 times now. And I just found him randomly on X. Well, back then it was Twitter, because I was searching for every free reason as to how I can make money. Instead of just trying to hire an instructor, I was randomly going on X and on social media and searching day trading for free live trading. Well, no one was really streaming back then, because streaming wasn't a thing like that. So, but I was searching free trading instructions, best new strategy, unbeatable strategy, 100% win rate, and like I was just searching weird random stuff on X, on FinTwit. It was called FinTwit back in the day, and on Reddit, and on StockTwitch, trying to find the next best thing that was going to make me rich. And somehow, by the grace of God, I came across this 18-year-old. And honestly speaking, like I didn't believe him. I did not believe him, because he was like, I'm making $150,000, $200,000 a day. I was like, that's impossible. He was like, I'm only doing it. We're putting a few $1,000s, and I was like, that's a lie too. But then like I actually saw him like the actual proof. It's like I didn't see him trading live, but like I saw like the actual proof, and I did research on it myself. And he was doing it, but he was doing it because he was dividing it across 50 accounts, and he was only making like $2,000 or $3,000. Then I was like, God damn, I could probably do something like that. And I was like, damn, like, what if I only took it, like, what if I only made 5% of what he's making? Shit, I'd be happy with that. So then I started doing research on prop firms. And then I started doing it myself, and I still didn't want to hire an instructor. Because I was why? Because I was so hard-headed. And then I finally decided to actually take my time and actually invest in a course. You understand what I'm saying? So that was how my journey started, honestly speaking. And then like every single branch that I hit down on the way down, I memorized, and I just incorporated now into my trading and my understanding and my psychological makeup. And I just try to share that with the students inside here to hopefully try and give them somewhat of an edge that other people don't have. That's it. And I just try to help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls that 99.99% of people are going to hit. And that's all that I'm doing. So from being inside here, we will expedite your journey. I'm not saying that you're going to go from zero to making $100,000 a month in 2 weeks. But we will expedite the process, and we will do it in the most efficient way possible. So instead of it taking you probably 4, 5, 10, sometimes 10 years to get to this journey, or honestly speaking, most people never, ever even get there in the first place. It'll probably take you several months on average, several. But I tell people all the time, what is several months of your time from inside here? And from learning and on a hands-on daily basis every single day. Several months. What is it? I mean, what's the alternative? What? To go pay a university? What, $200,000? To what, $300,000-$400,000 in debt? To come out and then to hopefully try and beg for a job? To make anywhere from $75,000 to $150,000 a year? And you got to go to school for 4 years? Probably 8 for a higher level degree? You go to school for 8 years, what, you might make 150, 200,000, best case scenario, out of the box? That's if you choose right correctly? Hell, if you get one of those weird ass degrees, like a degree that teaches you how to water plants, then you're just going to be whatever they call them, a botanist, whatever the goddamn name is. Or you're going to be a cartographer. You're going to be a map maker. You're going to go to college and spend $250,000 to be a cartographer in 2026, where they got AI robots flying around. I mean, you choose one of those degrees, hell, you wasted all your goddamn money. My degree does nothing for me. I have a degree in finance, and I use it on my own hedge fund, and it's nothing. It does nothing for me. It is a complete worthless piece of paper. Nothing for me. It does nothing. Nothing. So you don't need no degree. Can't wait till my lease is up. I'm going back to Midtown. How do you know I live here? I gotta keep my eyes on you, Indiana Buddha. How many funded accounts did your goal to copy trade? Shit, I'm already at my goal. I'm at like 45 or 50. I'm max allocated. I'm max allocated. There's nothing that I can do more further. I'm back to where I was before Apex banned me a while ago. I'm back to where I was now. And so every now and then, like, they ban me, and then like it takes me like 2 or 3 months in order for me to figure out how to get around it. I know how to get around it, but I gotta, you know, build up the accounts, and I gotta create new logins and stuff like that. So in order for me to get back on track, that's about how long it takes, about 2 months. See what I'm saying? If I'm not doing like a challenge or something like that from inside Discord or something. Did you check on Take Profit for the daily payouts? Yeah, I did. But I'm gonna ride this gravy train with Apex till the goddamn wheels fall off. To me, there's nothing better. Because I'll just trade consistently for 5 days, and like I'll just make $24,000 per account. I'm being dead serious. That's literally all I do. And then when they decide to ban me, then I'll probably look into something else. But I don't like to stop what's been going good. I'll probably copy trade the TPT accounts on the back end of my other accounts, maybe. Bias. What's bias? Bias as far as what? Can't beat that, Scheming on the lawn. SPX 37 above, double bottom on NQ where? Yeah, that is a double bottom. They're about to flash that. Is it double bottom on the MQ? Holy shoot, they're about to dump this past the zone. Watch out. You need to watch out for that. That's serious. They're trying to attack the zone. This is a double bottom. You need to be on alert. It's a double bottom. You need to watch out for that double bottom. I'm being for real. But you also need to, and they're pairing that with a 6 on the SPY. This is the relief bounce. I still wouldn't short this. Right now, I would not. But me personally, I just would not. I mean, maybe short it right here. How many ticks is that? That's like 150 ticks to the downside. But like if they squeeze it up past the zone, you'll lose. It's a negative risk to reward. But they're for sure getting ready to attack the sell side though. But I don't want to take a trade right now like that, and then somebody copy my trade, and then they have a bad day from having a good day. Yo, you caught these longs? Yes, we did. We called it out on live stream. Honestly speaking, like I might splice it because we did a masterclass performance of walking everyone through the 1150 macro. I'm gonna splice that, and I'm going to add that to the Discord. I'm gonna add that to my to-do list. I'm gonna splice the 1150 macro trade, and I'm gonna put that inside the Discord model on how to trade that. Because we called that out from start to finish. I think they're about to dump this and then target that 28.16. They're about to dump this and take out those double bottoms. $11.50 macro at 723. They're about to dump this and target the double bottom. Yo, these shorts probably gonna play 100%. That's what I think. I think they're about to dump this and target those double bottoms and I come over here and fill a 6-point volume bounce over here on the SPY. You see this? Watch out. Who the hell is that that's talking? Somebody's talking, my newswire says. FY, your YouTube stream is showing static Discord. Oh, shoot. Damn. Thanks. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Damn, thanks for the heads up. You need to watch out for those double bottoms. They're about to dump this. I wonder if we should take this short over here and try and target these double bottoms like this. I wonder. Okay, guys, listen. This is for transparency reasons. This is something that's, guys, this is for transparency reasons. This is something that's a little bit more risky. This is something that I would not do. So don't, guys, guys, if you are green, you need to stop. Stop. Stop right now. I'm warning you. Do not do this. There is no backing other than trying to target these double bottoms that somebody from Discord alerted us to. And I am not going to do this on no more than 2 to 3 micros. Do not do that. You're going against this overall immediate market structure to try and target something that's a little bit lower. So I'm warning you right now before I press this button. This is not something that I would take on my normal accounts, but this is something that I'm willing to try and forward test on, okay? Do not do nothing like this. And you need to be warned that this is just on demo only, okay? You've been warned now. So, yo, hey, bro, you finally took a loss. Don't do that.
Order filled.
The target for this trade is going to be these double bottoms over here on these 3 micros. Don't do that. If you're green, you need to stop. You need to stop being greedy. The target for these trades is going to be at 150 ticks to the sell side by trying to target these double bottoms now. Don't, hey, now. All right, now. They about to now they about to dump and take out these damn double bottoms. It's flashing numerous double bottoms on NQ. The reason why I took the trade was because it was showing not who gives a shit about NQ? I mean MNQ. It's showing it on NQ. The indicator says so. Look right here. Look, double bottom. Look, trade straight to the TP. Lord Jesus. May he be my guide and shepherd. May he forgive us for our sins and deliver us to, not from evil, to profitability. If you was green, no, you did not take that. I'm being dead serious. I still stand by that. If you was at your profit target just now and you took that trade, shame on you. Look at that double bottom that was just eclipsed just now. Now watch it disappear from the indicator. Look, watch. Look, watch the NQ Insider indicator, make it disappear right now. In 3, 2, 1, gone. Vanish. Poof. This indicator is free goddamn money. It tells you where they're going, if you understand, and if you compare it with something. This is absolute. There's nothing like this on this planet. And it's free. Can you believe it? It is free. Shame on me too. And I just seen the setup. Shame on you, goddammit. But it's all right, just Mike. Free money it was. 3 micros in a dream. 3 micros in a dream, 150 ticks to the sell side. How many ticks was that? That was a free $225. Risk free. But honestly speaking, you should not have been in anything more than 4 or 5. Because you were going against the immediate market structure, but there was a double bottom flashing on MNQ and on NQ. Why would you not think that they were getting rid of it? Why would you think that they would not target that? They're headhunting every single thing that you have ever come to have known that was taught to you inside that book. You need to unlearn what you have learned. Every single thing that the average human is telling you to do is exactly the thing on as to why that you're not going to be extraordinary. I'm being honest with you. If you keep doing the things that the average person is doing, and the average person is making them 30 to 50, 30, 40, $50,000 a year, what the fuck makes you think that you're going to be anything differently? I mean, there's just stop it. Use your brain. If you are following instructions from an average person, what makes you think that you're going to be a multimillionaire? What makes you think that you're going to get anything other than mediocre results? You need to rewire your brain and your programming. That knowledge center is going to help you out. It's a free 3-day trial. Trust me, you'll see what I'm talking about. What indicator disappeared? The perfect double bottoms here disappeared. These were perfect double bottoms on MNQ and on NQ. Look exactly what happened. Look, Discord alerted us to it. If you didn't see it inside the Discord, like if you're not watching the Discord chat because you're looking at my screen, Discord alerted us to it right over here. Look. Why? Because he has the indicator on the chart. Look, right over here. See? Nico says so right over here. Look what Nico says. Nico says, scheming along. Look, I'm sorry. Jaywalk says this. Jaywalk says double bottoms on MQ. At 12:59, he alerted me to it right over here. They bounced it, we shorted it. Discord alerted us to it, Jaywalk took it right over here. Damn, talked about holding trades longer and just trail stop. I completely forgot there. What do you mean? You didn't make money on that, Jaywalk? What the hell? What happened? What are you talking about? That was you that alerted us to that trade. What happened? Talked about holding trades longer and just trailing stop and completely forgot there. What you talking about? You should have TP'd out, bro. It was just a target double bottom. You need to TP out in that 15-minute bid. See what happened. It was a free 200 ticks. $200, $250, $300 minimum. What happened? No, I made money, but I was talking about instead of taking profit there, just dragging the stop loss down to where TP was. Oh, well, they're going to bounce out this 15-minute busy, so they would have stopped you anyway. That's why I like the TP. Okay, good. So you made money. Okay, good. See? Bang. He said it right there. Double bottoms on NQ. You would not see what I was talking about if that knowledge center was not there. Because you will be asking me what the next trade setup is instead of you sending it inside here and then me confirming and then me going, oh, shit, that's just like what he's talking about. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? He literally says it right over here at 12:59. You can see it right over here and you can read it. This is not a scam. He said this over here at 12:59. So what do? I identify and then I short literally once I stop my rant and I short over here on this candle. I was actually late to the party. I honestly speaking, I shorted exactly damn near the same spot we identified at 12:59 right over here. So then try and target the double bottoms he was talking about. Then they did it, and then like that was the end of the trade. Jaywalk just made everybody inside their money. That's exactly what I'm talking about from being inside of a community that knows exactly what they're talking about. And then they took out the double bottoms. They took out the double bottoms. Then they just touched this 1, 5, and 15-minute BISI cluster. This 1 15-minute BISI cluster, which is this highlighted zone, which is the third indicator that we get for free from being inside here. And now they're bouncing out of this highlighted zone. And so you need to be out over here whenever we flash that low. And it's just that simple. You just rinse and repeat over and over again. It's free money. 5K to the first person to inbox me. I gotta finish this, EV. 5 person to the first person to inbox me. God is good. Block. Bro said stop. How do you do that, bro? Block that guy. You African, bro? I wish I was. I'm not even joking. I wish that I was. But unfortunately, I'm just a black African American. Unfortunately. Wish that I was. Not because I'm not proud to be who I am or my heritage, but what it is a lot of times from my African friends and my people that can, like they can trace their ancestry. This is the honest to God truth. They can trace their ancestry back multiple. Unfortunately, exactly. So I'm getting ready to explain the unfortunate part. They can trace their ancestry back 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 generations back in the past. I unfortunately cannot do that. I've never met my grandfathers ever. I've never seen them a day in my life. Not one, never even laid eyes on them. I don't even know what they look like. I've never even seen a photo of them. My father has never met his father a day in his life. He's never even said, "Hey man, what's up? How are you?" Or why'd you leave me or abandon me? He's never done that. Ever. Ever. So, you know, I don't come from a family of like handouts. My family is poor. I'm being dead serious. They're poor. So, you know, I just don't come from a family of handouts. And like I'm not saying the Africans do as well, but you know what? At least they understand family, traditions, and a core solid family nucleus. And that's what I'm saying the unfortunate part is. I wish that I had that growing up. I wish that I had more of a solid family foundation. You know, like a I think that the term is called a patriarchy. You know, it's like a solid foundation of male father figures. But my father was my hero. My dad devoted his entire life to being to being the full blown antithesis of what his father was. And my dad's stepdad was an abusive crackhead who was physically abusive. My dad was born in the South Bronx. So that's why I say that, unfortunately. But I mean, life is great now, but that wasn't always the case. It was not the case. My father had to join the military to escape that. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to accomplish anything. And I had to play basketball in order to escape. Thank God I'm 6'9", because I would not have gotten a free education. I'm being dead serious. If I wasn't 6'9" and I could run, jump, and dunk and be coordinated, I'd be cooked because I wouldn't know none of you. That's real. You got them features like me. Long as I'm concerned, you my cousin. Absolutely. We're all family because we all trying to accomplish the same goal. We all are. We're in this together. Brother, 6'9"? Yeah, I'm 6'9". Mhm. Let me see this. A day like today, it hurt me trying to trade earlier. Mark was really crazy and chopping around. What'd he say? I just started watching that 10 a.m. Open. Do you have any tips on how to trade it? Watch for it. You gotta watch that. That's crazy. The 10 a.m. Open was crazy. Yeah, you gotta watch that. Okay, so he's talking to Trey. Okay, I'm just ignore that. Football got me through college free, first gen. Absolutely, me too. Me too, Dev. Same thing. I wasn't gonna go to school if it wasn't for that. God knows what I would have been doing. God knows. So I'm not using my degree right now, but the things I learned along the way help further my understanding in regards to what I'm doing now. They're trying to bounce this. I'm not using that degree at all, but still though, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Unfortunately, I already answered this question. What's good, my brother? What's up, guys? Guys, listen. I live stream every single day. I live stream every single day at 10 a.m. in the morning on TikTok. 9, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside Discord. You need to be showing up to those pre-market meetings in case something presents itself. We took a trade this morning off of, you never see me take a trade this early in the morning. We took a trade this morning. I longed it over here, for example, here, and then I longed it again here to try and target this high over here off of this off of the gravitational pull coming from the 1150. Coming from the gap fill Thursday play that we alerted the students to from inside Discord, and a lot of them were done by this morning. You would not have seen this because I was not live then. I didn't go live till like 10 o'clock. We go over the pre-market meeting in the morning, and I let you know what I'm thinking in regards to where they're getting ready to target. So we go live in the morning at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning to go over the pre-market trading plan. I told you right over here. Look, I outlined it like right over here. So if you're new here, like look at this. If you're new here, look, this is why you need to be watching out for this. Look, if you're new here, look at what I says. If you new here, look at that. 20-year-old making damn $100,000 a month. That's crazy. Every single time I see this, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, it's not crazy. It's very well possible you could do that too. It's very simple. Anyway, well, it's not easy, but it's simple. But anyway, look at what I says. I'm going to be on stream early and ready to go in case the market structure shows something before 10 a.m. See everyone at 9, see them ready to go. And it was Gap Fill Thursday. Base hits. So we were prepared for the Gap Fill Thursday gravitational pull. You need to click on this model and read on how to trade. That's not on the Knowledge Center. So you can read it. We were prepared. So that was a trade that we took earlier. That was one of the trades we took earlier this morning. So you need to be showing up to that pre-market meeting. If you're new, you need to be in the classroom as much as possible. All right? So with that being said, I'm live every morning at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside this damn Discord. And 10 a.m. in the morning inside TikTok. If we have not convinced you, then that's fine. Continue to watch for free. Honestly speaking, there is no excuse. There's a 3-day free trial there. If you are confused, there is a 3-day free trial to understand and to be somewhat convinced. And everything is outlined for you on that Knowledge Center. There is zero excuse. I don't give a damn. Join and cancel. Call my bluff. Just join and cancel, bro. Who cares? But I have a feeling that you'll be back. Or I have a feeling that you're going to probably want more. And don't join here for a 3-day free trial. Have access to Discord and then subscribe to Discord. And then cancel your membership. Thinking that within 24 to 36 hours. Trying to save $15 a month. Or $100 for lifetime access. Because if you join it here and if you ask me any weird question, I'm going to know. Because if you go, well, what's going on with this? Why is that the case? And I know for a fact it's on that Knowledge Center. I'm going to say, did you read page 2 of that Knowledge Center? It's only 3 pages. Did you read page 2 of that Knowledge Center? Did you click on that playlist? And you're going to be like, and you are going to be the reason as to why you are ultimately studying your own growth, because you're trying to cut corners. Everybody wants to cut corners on the process, but they don't want to goddamn cut corners on the results. They don't want the results to shortchange them. They want to cut corners on the learning process and in the beginning, but when it comes to making that money, oh no, I want everything in full play, boy. Since where do you know that works like that at? Maybe you need to abandon that ideology. We'll probably do a giveaway tomorrow. I do cash giveaways too, just for the free ski. I believe in you and I love you. Yes, you, whom I just met. Shit, I'm finna do it right now and keep doing it. So what is the double bottle? Keep doing what? Keep doing what? Time for steak. I don't know what I'm gonna eat today. Maybe some chicken. Guys, listen. The most important lesson of this, guys, screw all of the talking, screw all of the funniness, all this aside. I know life is hard, and if I offended you, I apologize. I'm serious. All just aside, like I'm not joking. If I offended you because I was making the jokes and about, the condescending talking about signing up for the Knowledge Center, and you're like, bro, I really want to sign up for that, but bro, I only got $100, but bro, I only got $50 to my name. Don't sign up. Just watch for free, please. I'm being dead serious. If I offended you because you seriously want to take advantage of this opportunity to change your life, but yet you don't have that, which unfortunately, even me, like, I wouldn't have even had that in the beginning of my journey. It's okay, and I apologize to you. But for everybody else, there's no excuse. But to you personally, it's okay, because I got students inside here that had to join to stay inside this Discord from DoorDash money. And they turn into multi-6-figure traders. I can show you proof of that as well, which I've shown that before in the past, so they don't know that I'm lying. So they know I'm not lying. And he literally said so himself. But I don't recommend that. You got to do what you got to do sometimes, but hey. But I didn't know that he was doing that until after the fact. So he sent it to me after he had already become a 6-figure trader. Because if he told me that he had no car and he was renting and he was DoorDashing to be inside Discord, I would have told him don't do that. But So if that's your position, you're like, man, I really want to take advantage of the opportunity, bro, but I don't got $49 for 3 months to understand, then I apologize for offending you. But for everybody else, there's no excuse. We'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. I believe in you and I love you. And I know for a fact that some people in your life may take you for granted, but I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We see and we appreciate everything that you're doing on a daily basis in order for you to try to improve your life. But you got to continue to stay focused. You got to take this seriously. I'm being dead serious. Today was a decent bounce back day, guys. I'm proud of every last one of you. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for a Friday. Friday rules are in place. DoorDash is a job. Yeah, it is. Hell yeah, what you talking about? People do that all the time. But people around Atlanta be riding on bicycles to DoorDash. And they got like this big ass box in the back. And like they be riding bicycles and like the box will have like shitloads of food in it, like it keeps the food warm. I promise you. And then people be riding scooters, like the little mopeds around Atlanta. Hell yeah, that's a real job. How much do you tip your DoorDash delivery person? I don't order DoorDash. I don't do that. I just go directly to the restaurant. Every single restaurant that I go to at this point in my life, it's not worth the DoorDash. It's not. Because the restaurants that I go to, they don't order DoorDash. So like they don't do DoorDash. Like I'm not bragging. Like you asked me a question, so like I'm just being honest with you. I'm being like 100% for real with you. Like right now, like I'm getting ready to go to an oyster bar right now. Like you can't DoorDash that. So I'm just being honest. So like yeah, like I don't go to like places that like DoorDash necessarily. And then like I only eat like one time a day anyway. And so like my schedule's to the point to where like if I want to go to a restaurant, like I'll just go. So like I just like I enjoy the experience of sitting in a nice restaurant. Like just sitting there and just relaxing and just not thinking about anything. Cause my life is not so hectic to where like I personally need to order food directly to my house to where like I can't leave. Everything I need is within reach. So I just don't DoorDash. But that's just me personally. But I always tip wherever I go. I tip minimum 20 to 25%, even if the service is shitty. I will always tip 25%, no matter what I do, because people that service other people, they keep the world going around. The men and women of service keep our world going around, and I appreciate those people beyond belief. How do you join the community? NQinsider.com. Click the link inside my bio. Where you think LeBron joining? I don't know. I got to think about that. Who knows? Who knows? We'll know in like another 2 or 3 more weeks. He'll figure it out. Brian been going for a while. That's crazy if you think about it. He might go to the Timberwolves or the Golden State Warriors or something. He gonna go to a place to where he could team up with some young bloods. Hell, he might even go to the Spurs for real. That'd be crazy if he went to the Spurs. $5 to $10. Yeah. NQinsider.com if you want to join that community, guys. I believe in you. I gotta stop ranting. Rough week, but haven't stepped on many landmines. Proud of myself and everyone. Yeah, nah, this week was not easy. Much love, RJ boy. I miss everything being in these teacher development meetings. Yeah. I miss you too, Deb. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. See you guys tomorrow. Live streaming at 10 a.m. in the morning.